Hello, hello. Welcome to the sixth iteration of this beginner bracket. Don't mind the fuckery with all those black screens. That was my OBS. No, that was my fault. But we're here now. It's fine. If you've been here before, you know how this works. If not, this is a Swiss-style bracket, meaning there is no eliminations. You will play out every single round, all 6 rounds, and it is first to 3. So you're just here to play. There's no stakes, no pressure, and hopefully take what you want away from that experience, get some commentary maybe, and just enjoy yourself and have a good time. I'll hand over. I've got 2 commentators with us, 2 pretty good commentators. Hello, Dudikov.
Hello, Lobster.
Thank you, Dudikov. And Ordanen, the Yip Master himself.
Hang on, I am deciding if I'm going to crush someone's skull or not.
What?
Look
Your
at the room
skull's
chat.
getting crushed, man.
Alright, while Ordanen is deciding that, I'll hand over. So, take it away, you guys, and I'll go into the back rooms and keep the bracket running.
Have fun. Yeah. Odin does like fucking martial arts and stuff, so if you're getting your head crushed by him, that's probably bad.
That's fine. No crushing yet, but please do not. Anyway.
Please do not crush. Anyway, yeah. Alright, we're starting off with 2 people. We got Aroga, who's got a cat as a picture on the overlay, and Possible Rat, who's got Nay's chibi avatar as a picture.
Alright, I think...
Does this suggest anything about the characters? Who knows?
I have no clue. We'll find
Is
out
it
when I get
Eustace
it.
versus Nia? Let's find out.
It shows the challenge profile picture. That's hilarious.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Lo, but you got lucky, to be honest.
It's better than flags. I'm getting sick of being represented in fucking Britain all the time. Everyone says mean things about me and thinks less of me when they see the flag.
Understandable.
It's like having like one of those, like Nazi tattoos, but then you leave like the Nazis and then like people see it and they think less of you for that, you know what I mean? Well, that's the British flag.
Eternal British, truly one of the worst debuffs of the world.
It's awful. Every day I curse this godforsaken island. But yeah, looks like we're starting out with Belial versus Lucilius. A law matchup, if anything.
Yeah. I am not actually familiar with Lucilius, so I'll have to see how the matchup develops. I would assume this is mostly going to be Lucilius struggling not to die to Belial until he levels up a bit.
Well, he's just doing a little pop quiz right now, so he's testing out Belial's capabilities. We've got the guitars. That's one of the better weapon choices. That's very nice. But yeah, how I see this matchup going. I don't know. I feel like Lucilius has some good ways of like preventing Belial getting in the first place. But if Belial was to get in, it becomes very different for Lucilius to be able to get him off him. I imagine the far lights and far mediums is pretty useful when it comes to when Belial tries to rebuy back in with like a far heavy or just a 6XL.
Yeah. Ooh, tries to roll, gets clipped. Especially from Possible Rat.
Yeah, the medium DP for Belial isn't invincible when it starts up, but on the way down he'll be plus, so he gets to keep his turn if you end up blocking it. Even when you like spot dodge it as well, he's usually plus after that. You have to spot dodge real early to do anything. Because he recovers so quickly.
Yeah. Alright. One straight hit, and...
I'm sorry, Sirius, but because of the recent patches, we are forced to listen to English, because Loba does not have Japanese on his copy of the game because of the mods he's installed.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it still worked out. I mean, it's not too bad. You'll take that if you're Lucilius Brillo, though.
Yeah, I thought, I was wondering if it was the H version and it would have dodged it completely, but yeah.
It's not mods. Well, you can just go into settings and change it to Japanese, but no, you want everyone to suffer, I guess. No, that's you. That's all on you, though. I was making excuses. Like, I thought, he couldn't, like, uninstall his English mod or something like that, and that's why he couldn't do it in time. But no, you just decided to be like this.
No further request from Aroga. Ooh, I
because
think
you're streaming on Twitch, bro. Anyway.
Nice. Seeing, medium DP. I think that might have been missing.
Yeah, that far light's just like catches anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best buttons in the game.
Ooh.
Like, no hurt box on it. It doesn't linger forever. Recovers, goes out fast, recovers fast, goes like half a mile across the screen. So
Good jump in.
pretty tough to deal with when you're against Lucilius.
Rat's gotta make it count though, because Aroga is almost fully doubled. Doesn't convert, unfortunate. That's punishable, I think? Like -6, isn't it? Or is it safe?
What was it exactly?
The one, like L hit grab.
One of them's unsafe. I can't remember which one. I'm not an expert against this character, to be honest. I haven't done much labbing against him because, like, when the character initially came out, it was right before Kayana Cup, and he was banned for Kayana Cup, so
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't care about him.
Yeah. I think that's a mistake from Aroga. You level 5, instead of doing like teleport like that, just chuck projectiles. You have the levels, there's almost a cooldown, just get the free chip and pressure that way. It's a lot safer.
Yeah, so we're not dealing with the MDP very well for Lucilius. Like, you can anti-air that on reaction. It's just kind of tough to do. You definitely don't want to be spot dodging it, as we saw there, because the spot dodges get punished.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're spamming the MDP, you want to look into either like DP that if you got a DP, or you can use a 2H and go into a big combo afterwards. But yeah, you have to be pretty ready for it.
At your point, yeah, not a lot you can do there.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the worst spot. Like, it was on 0 BP at that point, so you get a couple good hits and you could have made a comeback. But yeah, you're in the corner as well. It's pretty tough. And Lucilius as well hasn't got the best defense.
Yeah, issue was also that Rat had 100%. You could just chuck a couple of U skills, get the massive amount of chip or stuff on the screen. Oh, nice.
Yeah, these animations as well, like, there's so much stuff going on the screen. Like, when the Raging Strike comes out a lot of the time, it takes you a moment to recognize it, and you end up like getting hit by it because of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no use of like DPs at the moment. So if you were playing someone who's using DP, God, that far like just go. Oh, that's far medium to be fair, actually. But
Yeah.
that's another really, really good button still.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of strike from Rogan, not a lot of throw to be honest, so Rat's kind of confident just sitting, holding block.
Yeah.
Nice, good bait.
Nice, we're blocked in now, so we're going to get a big punish. Should lead to the kill at this point.
Yeah.
Gonna pew him to death.
Yep.
No one tops you.
Are we on first to free on these? I can't remember. I think it is, isn't it?
First 3, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Both players will also spend more resources when converting, especially like Raging Strike, Raging Chain. I think it's easy to die before resources.
Try a different strategy against these MDPs. Clearly he's trying to figure it out. Doesn't really understand the exact right thing to do there, so has to work it out on the spot, which is a tough spot to be in always.
Yeah. Also, if you block the MDP, just BC it. Even if you're not reacting in time to H it or like mash it out, you should at least recognize the animation and then BC it in time. Oh, nice.
That's a nice 5U. It's a good option for Bilal in this matchup to get an answer.
Yeah.
The closer range teleport is kind of tough. Oh, we're trying things maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
there we go. We got it. We finally got it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll lead to like Rat not using that as much.
I think he needs to get checked a couple more times before he stops doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, we pressed the heavy, but I mean, yeah, we pressed the heavy button there. We just went two in at a time, so
Yeah.
ended up getting that hit.
Oh, that killed.
Nice.
Death still will come.
Yeah, game 2 for possible Rat.
Pretty
I think if Aroga manages to deal with MDP for the most part and then throw a cup or a bit more so that possible Rat has decent.
Don't need to be teleporting as much. Using the very good normals that Lucilius has to check Bilal a few times, and that spot dodge didn't work out again.
Yeah. You're kind of
But yeah,
gambling on that.
it's like your normal reaction to like dodging something is always to like spot dodge, and it works out a lot of the time. It's just that in this specific circumstance, you need to be doing something different.
Yeah. Oh, nice bait.
Like, yeah. I mean, if you do that bit there as well, you want to be looking for the 5U so you can 2H it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a lot of tough reactions. Oh, that's a nice little counter, so they're running through there. Get a nice bit of damage because of that.
Oh, blocking. Nice.
We're doing some sick RPS.
Yeah.
We get like
Good
big Lucilius bit mid-screen damage.
Nice.
Possible Rat is not a rat. Where's Glenn? The command grab's really tough to deal with.
Yeah.
At low level, like because this game, you're not looking to jump as much because like jumping is not as is a lot more punishable in this game. Like you have to deal with the command grab, and then if you don't have a DP, then you also have to contest with the fact that if you try and like press a button into it, you have to start up the. So you have to react to it in time, and also like react to it in time for the start up of your next move to be able to hit it, which can be tough.
Nice punish. Oh, I didn't convert properly. Also, if you get hit by Belial like deep or 5Uing you at spots that don't really make sense, don't stop like pressing. You're taking what's basically chip damage for fucking up a melee or something. It's easy to get discouraged by losing an interaction like that, but you have to look at the bigger picture and realize it's a minor amount of damage. Keep going.
I did like Rat's patience on defense there, but usually when you're on like 2 BP as they were there, you're gonna catch the jump in there, which is I guess nice. When you're being that patient, what you're really looking for is to be able to brave counter out with a counter hit so that it'll get knocked down on the floor and you can do it like a side switch or something like that. Oh no, could have killed her.
Oh no!
Oh nice.
Fuck it, yeah.
Alright, just through the game, I guess, that's fine.
Kept his composure and punished the parry properly at least.
Might have been a 2U attempt, might have been just being like, I want to finish on a 5U because it's funny.
Who knows? Nice.
Nice, yeah. Don't let me get away with that.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's punishable after that, jeez. This guy's a fucked up, man.
I think.
Rat doing kind of the correct thing here, just
yeah, like you're getting free levels.
Like, if they're just standing there and being like, approach me, you can just like wander back and forth to build your meter for yourself. You don't have to go in at that point.
There's also Lucilius is also building his levels by doing that, so this.
I mean, Rat's being a bit silly right now. Probably got relief on losing the game.
No!
Ah, no, we've dropped the combo again.
Unfortunate. That's a lot of chip damage.
Oh, yeah, we get a lot of plus frames as well.
Yeah.
Oh, just mistimed it. That's unfortunate.
Oh no!
Oh, this should lead to the... Oh, my god, does it again.
Okay, yeah. BC. You got the break point. Oh, shame.
Man. We almost got there at the end.
Yeah. Started to bring it back, but if you converted properly on a couple of stray hits he got, I think that would have made a difference, at least at the end.
I'll be back in 1
kept him
minute,
set.
so keep things occupied.
I will try. Let's see. Next up is... Who is up next? That's a good question. I don't know. Whoever Lobos call up to be on stream next, he knows it better than me at this point. I cannot find it from some basic searching. Washed up Tio confirmed.
Or it's on the challenge and the Discord and wherever it's Vilkis and Bacon we've got up next. Looks like.
Hey man,
I'm back.
I'm looking at the challenge and it says on. Oh shit! Okay, now I see the other thing on Vilkis and Sirius. Yeah. Is that a minor vision mistake? I don't know.
I'm glad Orr decided to open his eyes.
It's hard, man.
It's hard opening your eyes in the morning, I agree. You just want to lie there forever. But no, the world and its responsibilities eventually get to you. Anyway, what's next? 2B? Sweet, let's go. 2 characters I probably know the least about in this game, so that's some really good advice.
Yeah. I can't even say just 6XL for 2B either. Damn.
No, you can't even just default to do 6XL. At least you can say do BC. You need to BC as 2B in order to GG. I don't know.
Oh, I hate hearing like 2B and BC in the same sentence. We're gonna let the intros rock.
2B going to bring you back to BC. I can't come up with anything.
I'm not clever either, it's fine.
We're just two dumbasses on commentary for the beginner bracket. Please listen to all our good advice.
Yes. I am confirmed very good player.
Confirmed. Yeah, Ordnan's made a few top 8s in his time. And you can too, if you just follow his advice.
I don't know, that's asking a lot. It's been a while. Anyway.
I'm gonna go Lucilius. I imagine at distance, Lucilius probably got the edge until 2B gets a bit of meter in order to do the funny laser that leads to full combo.
I would imagine 2B should be feeling, ooh, nice, fine at a range where...
it's not very good. It's not a good move, really.
Yeah. 2B should be feeling fine in the range where her normals hit, but Lucilius is at a range of far medium, which is a hard ask to be fair.
Oh. Just a wake up laser, but didn't really lead to much problems.
Yeah.
The 236XL with that little machine gun towards the ground from the pod there. It's pretty good at like just keeping yourself safe at certain spacings or when you're finishing block strings in order to like prevent the opponent from like doing anything, and you only being a little bit minusing from distance.
Yeah, it's one of the safest enders, isn't it? If you unless you want to commit to something like a pressure
So, yes.
It's also like the least costly in terms of a skill meter, though it doesn't seem to be like too much of a commitment.
But yeah, 2B probably wants to be like hanging outside Lucilius's button ranges in order to prevent him from being able to get in or like poke back with his far buttons and just like trying to play a little bit of a whiff punish game, I imagine. You could also use like the chain normals as well, so you whiff a button, then you can just go into your next chain, and that can catch a lot of people out as well. Yeah, see, the 5U isn't a good, but it's not very good.
Yeah, just press 5U
like
again, unless...
No, they did press 5U again, it's just that like the startup on the follow-up from the 5U is just like so long. Like it can only punish like massive buttons with a lot of recovery.
Oh no! Okay, add a BP, press spot for 3 in.
You can do it to create some distance between yourself, but it's also like plus, I mean, it's 5 frames of startup as well, so it's kind of difficult to do it on reaction to a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh, dodges the, whatever from Lucilius.
So oftentimes you're better off just like blocking.
Yeah. I think, yeah, nice. If you're hanging from further away, you should definitely look to do the projectile invul. You can kill a...
SBA?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think if 2B is at a range of her normals and Lucilius could threaten with the fireballs, she might be able to chain through them on reaction and at least negate that from Lucilius.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, well, the chain has a lot of startups, so you kind of have to do it on prediction a little bit. I mean, with his slower fireballs, probably you can do it. I haven't really thought about it with Lucilius, because his fireballs do have a lot of travel time. So that could be an option to do the grapple hook.
Yeah.
You can't spot dodge that.
Yeah, well, the fireballs have fairly high startup, don't they? It's just that they're incredibly safe due to how far or how long they exist on the screen. Oh!
Yeah.
Statue out of there.
Yeah, against Lucilius's teleport, like, spot dodge is not a good option. It loses to, like, pretty much anything, and the thing that it does beat, it doesn't give you, like, a punish or anything afterwards. You might be plus if you do it early enough, you're probably going to be minus. So, you're probably better off just blocking at that point, but, best thing to do against Lucilius teleport is if you've got a DP, just DP it. If you don't have a DP, then you kind of have to go into, like, sort of whack conversion territory. So, like just doing 2H on reaction to it. Doing 6XL is actually a good option, shockingly enough, but it's kind of an awkward thing to do on reaction for a lot of people. So it's something you have to kind of practice in training mode.
And you just
6XL will beat the light option where he doesn't do anything. It will beat the heavy option because you'll run underneath him. The 6XM will hit, but that's barely any damage except unless you're in the corner. So sometimes you just want to hold the teleport as well if your character doesn't have a DP. Well, yeah, we've seen the fairy switch now, so going back to a character they're more comfortable with rather than one they've been playing for like a day or two at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, managed to like get them to spend 50 meter there, that's nice.
Yeah. Only the H teleport is plus unlock anyway, isn't it? So like,
yeah.
If Lucilius is spamming it, then you can just say, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna look for the H teleport and accept the rest because it's minus anyway. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, we ran forward so the teleport would go into the GG. It's very fun. Naomi,
oh,
not
nice!
Sign off, you're too good.
Gets past the firebolt, nice.
Yeah, the dive kick from Ferry, if it hits low enough, like around that height is probably like the borderline for it, she'll be plus. So you don't want to be trying to like take your turn at that point because you'll end up getting counter hit and dying because of that. As Grimnir just, no Grimnir, Lucilius just did there. His name's Grimnir in the fucking game, but it's playing Lucilius. Come on, man. Don't do this. It's too confusing.
Pieces out. Ooh, very high dive. Don't think.
Yeah, that dive kick was probably minus.
Yeah. It's easy to be like very committed to the idea of BCing. Like, I'm gonna block something. Fuck it, I'm gonna BC. But try to be aware of what you're actually BCing. There's been cases where like I've had opponents just BC something that's punishable because they've already committed to it in their head. Yeah, just catch yourself doing that. You save the breakpoint, you get a better punish.
She is Scoopster. Don't let her gaslight you. Yeah, Ferry in this game is like able to like control the spacing a lot better than she did previously, just being able to go into that whip grad so quickly. Problem is like everyone's got these neutral skips in this game now, so it's a bit tougher for her in that regard.
Yeah. Oh, that's punish. Unfortunate. No, doesn't work.
See, that's the thing as well. It's like the Ferry has 3 BC points there, so was there any reason really to take the risk on like trying to mash out at that point or try and jump out, whatever it is they were doing? Probably not. You're probably better off just like holding block, and then if they throw, it's fine. It's not much damage, but BCing in response to like one of their medium buttons, because they're not really doing like light stagger pressure at this point, so you should be able to BC on reaction.
If you're at 30% health, then the extra damage really doesn't matter anyway. You're going to die on the next hit, so the damage penalty isn't really a factor either. Just BC, it's fine.
Yeah, the big thing is, like, people are very conservative on BC usage at intermediate to, like, beginner levels. And there isn't really much of a reason to do that, just because if you do end up getting hit, like, you end up losing those BC points anyway due to them having SBA, because everyone has, like, meter all the time in this game. And if it ends up being, like, an SSB at the point, you lose 2 BC, so when you're in a good situation to BC, where like they can get big damage if like they guess right on something you're reading of them, and you're probably better off like BC. And like in this situation here for the Fairy, after this combo sequence, they should probably be looking for the BC rather than the DP, because of that DP getting read by the Lucilius player. They're going to lose because of that. Whereas if they just kind of held the block and BC'd out, then they would have gone back to neutral, where Ferry's good anyway.
Especially if you get the counter
at that point. You're winning when you're like at this distance for Ferry.
If she gets the counter hit BC, then I don't know. Does she get enough time to set up GG? At least enough time to pull off.
I don't think she gets enough time to set up GG. At least. Definitely not on the non-counter hit, and that sort of one she probably doesn't either, but like she could throw it out as like a threat and then go off and do something else. Probably.
Nice.
I mean, BC's a very good mechanic, man.
Yeah, it's like BC or Radiant Strike. If you get the hit and you don't know how to confirm it, fuck it. Just Radiant Strike, Radiant Chain. It's good.
If you're not BCing, you're not trying, you know? See, the BC there is pretty nice. Managed to get back to neutral, not in a bad situation in the corner anymore. We're back to mid-screen where Ferry likes to be. Ooh. I mean, spot dodging the U version of teleport, that's fine. It usually works out pretty well for you. But the problem is, like, you really want like an option that's like universally good against all 4 of the teleports.
Nice.
Because if you end up having to like consider what type of teleport it is before doing your action, a lot of times you'll be too late on your action because of that.
What's up?
That was a good defense though. Like a lot of times, like people will panic when GG's on them, but like when Ferry's at like further distances where she can't really run right up into your face and do the instant overhead, you can just kind of like hold it and block and just accept that they're going to be plus in your face. Because oftentimes when you try and like jump out or something like that, the Ferry's going to be pressing a button and then you're in the GG and you take a big combo. And it's not a good time.
Jumps over. Ooh, catches the roll. Doesn't convert. Not again. I don't know. Can GG or Fairy convert from that range? Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, story of the Sunday was basically Lucilius not being able to deal with Fairy's long distance perks, finding it difficult to get in after the teleports got stuffed a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably advocate to be a bit more patient. I don't mind the roll there, to be honest. Like, I haven't really shown it that much so far, and didn't really get punished for it anyway. But if you read like a whip grab at that point, then you'd have been able to get in and apply pressure at that point. And even at this point, we're in the corner, despite all that.
Nice. Alright. That's a fireball. Even if it didn't hit, you're still trapping them in the corner. It's fine. Ooh, drops it. Unfortunate.
Nice. No, that's the correct reaction. Probably didn't need to spend the U DP. HDP probably would have been fine there, but still a better reaction than a lot of other things.
Oh,
Spot dodge a little too late there, unfortunately.
it's kind of weird to do spot dodge, to be honest. Yeah, I get spot dodge earlier than I expect somehow, and then yeah.
Yeah, like slow fireballs in fighting games have like almost always been like really good. Just like people not being able to react to them, people reacting too early to them.
Nice.
Nice.
Good check.
Got a bit lucky on the version of teleport, but it still worked out. Yeah, again, we're matching on wake up. There's isn't really much need to do. Probably a jump there because I don't really see a. Oh, there was a punish counter anyway. But yeah, so again, just holding block is fine a lot of the time. If you take a throw, it's not the biggest damage in the world, and like create a situation for yourself where it's good. And again, they're like risking it all on the UDP, which doesn't give you that much reward in the first place. Instead of just BC, and probably not the play to make.
You can also delay BC. It's not.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing like BC. Like you'll see a lot of times people will anticipate the meet and do BC and they end up like Raging Strike coming out and they're getting big punish because of that.
Yeah.
Like you can do it on reaction to like medium and heavy buttons, which a lot of the pressure there from Lucilius is very reactable. So if they're going to second hit of auto combo, you can just react to that with a BC and you're taking basically no risk there at that point.
Yeah.
Just when you're taking risks is like doing it on wake up, anticipating like a light button, which you can't react to, and not getting it in and dying because of it. I forgot you were still on TV. Well, at least you got 2B in bracket. Like,
Yeah.
that might be the only one we see, and it's the new character, so that's nice to see. But yeah, Lucilius has a lot of good tools to get around, like Ferry's poking in mid-range and zoning and stuff like that. As we saw on display there, there's a few times it was a bit of a struggle when the Lucilius player was probably being a bit angsty trying to get in. You can be a bit more patient those times, but it worked out for them mostly in the end.
Yeah, I'm unsure about to play like the matchup in my head, because even if Lucilius has good fireball tools, Fairy can snipe him out of the startup. She can get through with the U-whip. They both seem to have a lot of good counter tools to each other, so it's going to be very like play dependent, reading your opponent's habits and then dealing with that rather than like some solid game plan, at least from a quick glance.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Lucilius is a character that's very hard to deal with for newer players just because of the amount of reaction checks that are taking place there and his buttons being so obnoxious.
Yeah.
But once you do get in on Lucilius, like, his lack of DP and that kind of thing can really haunt him, and it becomes a bit easier because of that. But anyway, I think we're waiting on other matches to finish, maybe, or we're just calling for the next set of stream matches.
Looks like we're calling for the next set of stream matches. I was looking at Challenge and the last set just finished.
I think someone didn't report those scores or something along those lines. You know, you're new to brackets, you're learning how to navigate them, what you need to do after matches and that kind of thing. It's fair enough. It's kind of expected. This is like a training ground, not just for the actual game itself, but for actually participating in tournament environments.
Can we start? Yes, the tournament started yet. Let's see.
Yeah, Loba's just deciding on the stream matches now.
Yep.
I think like we just got into the next round right now. Do the Diva. What's wrong with that?
don't have to deal with mash tech if you just command grab them.
It's so cool. It feels like the game's so much more fun when I have to deal with mash tech.
Simply command grab, no
I
problem.
need to do my nails actually. I haven't
Okay,
dealt with
do I
them for a
need-
while.
I do actually need to as well. Fuck.
Yeah. Like people don't know how to deal with like grapplers in this game as well because they're just like used to their usual defense of just kind of like, oh, I'll delay mash on everything and like the person will eventually mess up and I'll take half their life because of it.
Yeah. Delay mashing is so fucking hard to get past though. Like, oh shit.
So annoying. Like, you know what they're doing, but like you still have to get the timing correct in order to punish it. And oftentimes you'll be too early, and sometimes you'll be like too late. And when you're too late, it's like the worst because you got the thing right. It's just like you did it too late, and now they're like doing a big combo on you into raging strike into like 50% or whatever.
Yeah. TLDR, don't feel bad if you get grabbed a little bit, or if you struggle with opening up people who hold down back and delay mash. It is genuinely hard to do.
Yeah, the strike throw game in this game is like genuinely difficult to navigate. So if it doesn't make sense to you sometimes, like that's something that's like felt across the board, unfortunately. Yeah, like I'm on the trend where like the mash tech is worse than the 6XL. I think I was the opposite in the first few weeks of the game, but now definitely switch sides.
The only thing I will say is that I think implementing mash tech was a massive mistake, and I will leave it at that.
I can see why they did it. I disagree completely with it though.
Well, in beta 1, when you mashed during the grab, you just got thrown instead. So it's like a weird swerve to go to mash tech instead, but ancient history. Next up, we will have 2B versus
Hello, Fuzi.
Wait.
Looks like it's so far. Might be another case of a person forgetting to switch characters, but no, we got the avatar, we got the character, so the entire thing.
2B versus Wayne.
Well, there was a good chance you're going to open it to me saying BC more, because that's all I've been saying before that.
2B?
I am enjoying my meal,
Okay.
thank you.
So this is happening for real.
The problem was, like, I was at work all day and I hadn't really eaten, and then I realised I was doing this commentary block, and I also realised I had no food, so I had to go to the shop and get some food. But that meant I couldn't really eat, so, like, I got some stuff in the meantime.
I have my lunch in front of me right now, and I did
I
not
miss
need it.
Llewyn's, I miss Llewyn's opposite intro, what do you say?
Shall we begin? Battle of one.
Oh, you won't pay attention either, never mind.
Oh, good
So
start.
that's one of the things that Llewyn's going to have to deal with in this matchup is the fact that he's very slow stat up on his like catbot stuff and his bros stuff and his 5U. He's going to get punished by 2B's grappling hook there into big damage.
Yeah, don't we see that? I believe she's punishable when she commits to a ender like that.
Yeah, Llewyn's in a spot bottom now with 0 BP.
Woo, interesting.
I
Space
mean,
is
we knew to spot dodge the parry, which is nice.
Yeah.
Llewyn's got an interesting parry in which, like, if you hit it and then he does the parry, you can reaction spot dodge to it to not get hit by the parry.
Oh, no, don't hit
we're doing the NA thing where we hit them and get killed because of it.
Yeah. When you see the human pyramid attack, stand block, hold the guard button, and then try to react to the low.
Yeah, some people have different ways of dealing with it. Like the generally agreed upon good way of doing it. Oh my god, that hit! Yeah, we got caught.
Just a kill.
Passing a special. Yeah, it wasn't cinematic, unfortunately. But yeah, the universally agreed way to deal with it is like generally what Ord said. You can either spot dodge on reaction to the overhead, or you can you can spot dodge on reaction to the low, or you can like block low and reaction to low. I prefer blocking low, even though you take a lot of chip damage because of that.
Yeah. I believe
A lot of people prefer spot dodging.
Yeah. The low is slower than the overhead, I believe, so it is easier to just accept the chip damage from the overhead and then spot
Yeah, that's
dodge
why you're stand blocking on reaction to the human pyramid attack, is because the overhead is quicker than the low, so the low is easier to react to.
Nice damage. Oh,
Oh, that's a good reaction to that. See, the thing with the grappling hook as well is that if you avoid it, there's a lot of recovery on there, so you're able to punish 2B for throwing that out too liberally, as they should be able to do here. We only got a small thing there.
No, the bash! Wait it out!
Exactly, it's just we're bashing again. Like there is a school of thought that because of the hit stun that's caused when you attack Llewyn and human pyramid attack, it gives you more time to react to whatever he is doing because you can cancel the hit into like a spot dodge. But like in reality, most of the times when I see people do that, they end up just getting hit.
Yeah. You can't kill Llewyn. It was like a chip point. I think that's the only time you should really be pressing into him in human pyramid attack.
Yeah, you can get a bit cheeky. Yeah, like you can kill Llewyn when he's in human pyramid attack, which is pretty funny. But you have to be very close to killing him in order to do that.
Ooh, nice conversion. Oh, drops it, unfortunate. Yeah, I think Nodal needs to look into what enders for 2B are actually unsafe. Because unlike a lot of characters in the game, some hits the other combo are actually punishable. Like a lot more than you would expect. And if you don't know, then 2B can just steal turn after turn after turn, and you don't know when you're supposed to press. You have to know. So spend some time in the lab to see what does what. It's complex, but if you don't know it, you're gonna have a very bad time.
Yeah, there's certain ranges where you can come in and attack you if you spot dodge. Certain ranges where spot dodging's fine. It's very awkward. If it's Llewyn versus Llewyn, the person who blinks first and SBAs first loses the match. Same for SSBA as well.
Ooh. Can I kill from this? No, I dropped it. Unfortunate. Okay. Just BC. Nice! Yeah, no BP to get away from that.
That's unfortunate.
A little bit scammed at the end, but a win is win. You take those.
Oh no, I'm not gonna see the intro. I missed it the first time, I'll never see it. Oh well.
Just played it versus CPU.
I'm not playing either of these characters. I don't know, there's probably a world where I would play 2B, but I think it's very unlikely.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again,
see,
the grappling hook is very good if the opponent isn't doing anything in response to it.
Yeah, Surin is getting away with a lot of stuff on block that there shouldn't be, and Nodal is over-relying on the parry on defense, I think. Small adjustments there could go a really long way for either player.
Yeah, the laser's not going to stop these bros. Man.
Yeah. No, just block it! Yeah, punish, nice.
There we go.
Runs are a bit chaotic, so okay, spot the or.
I mean, it's still a weird matchup. It's going to be a bit chaotic.
Yeah, fair enough. Interesting.
Oh, we don't get pulled in when we hit a parry. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, someone always uploads the intros and outros for every new character anyway, so it might have been a little bit quicker with 2B, but it's always out there at some point.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, no reason not to go into human period attack. It's been really successful so far.
Yeah. It's also really good
That's
as an
punishable,
anti-air.
and we did punish it. Nice. Used to be not punishable. Now it is.
Dead. Ooh, nice!
Ooh, yeah, that's a nice little conversion there.
Ah, keeps going, unfortunate. That was punishable, for instance. I believe she's -6, so no reason to parry there. Not that much anyway.
Yeah, the chain attacks aren't particularly dangerous on block, so just like holding them the majority of the time is probably the correct decision. Now we're trying out the SSBA this time, it worked out. So
yeah.
The thing with the SSBA is the spikes that come out of the floor, which we didn't see there, they're air unblockable. The ball is air blockable, and the thunder you can spot dodge as well. But the primary thing, if you're brand new to the game and you're like, what's the one thing I should be doing against SSBA, is you want to be looking at the floor. When the floor turns into lava, you want to spot dodge. And you can just block everything else unless you're on chip point. You'll take a lot of chip damage, but like that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Thing after that would be to do the same thing with the lava on the floor, but also go into trainer mode and get down the timing for when to spot dodge the lightning, because that will be the majority of your chip damage if you don't do anything. And if you can do those two things, then SSBA becomes like pretty much a non-factor unless you're really close to chip point. And if you're close to chip point, it's like, you know, a good luck kind of checkmate situation. You have to be like Sockie at Kayane Cup in the top 5 levels of caliber play in order to dodge that.
Actual legend. Yeah. The other one thing to worry about is there is a way to make the lava unblockable. After you've gotten comfortable with the lightning and spot dodging the lava, you should look into the spacings where you can make the lava unblockable. And if you can do that,
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
nah, it's just knowing like roughly where it is. And once you can do
Like
that,
it exists, so like if you get caught by it, it's fair enough. But
Shall we begin?
you want to get your first 2 steps down before you move on to like unblockables and that kind of thing with SSBA, because you have to be at a very particular spacing for that to work for the Luane.
but once you get that down, the Iggy is a lot less threatening than she would be otherwise. A smash. That's the
Yeah, if you watch like Japanese tournaments, you won't see a lot of like Iggy when the Luane players are playing, unless the opponent is at a chip point. And even then, like the human pyramid attacks are usually better for chipping someone out.
I've gotten a small spectator error, so please excuse me while I resolve this.
Yeah, I went out earlier, so that's fine. But yeah, you can't be doing these things with large recovery with 2B on the screen. She has way too many ways to advance forward very quickly with her chain attacks and also with her grappling hook as well. She also has a like 6UU as well, which allows her to like get in really fast as well, kind of jump scares right up into your face. We haven't really seen it this match, but that's definitely a good tool for 2B as well. I mean, like, jumping the fight, I mean, it worked out there fairly well. If you're a Luane player there, at that point you see people jumping a lot, you want to start doing the ground spikes, because they're air unblockable. Oh, we're going to get a kill here. We haven't got any raging strike, but no, we still managed to do it. Nice.
Gets the kill, and I got booted out of the room, so give me a moment.
Yeah, keep going. That's fine. 2B's JH, very tall. Yeah, like if you're in the chain there, just like hold it. You don't need to be doing the parry at that point. We've seen enough times that she just back ups and you get punished by the little projectile. Like initially at that point, you can go for the parry, I guess. Luane's parry's not very good, but if people aren't dealing with it correctly, then it's like whatever.
It's a bad habit to make it like your main defense though. It shouldn't be. Like especially if you're doing it when people are like staggered pressuring.
Yeah,
if you're expecting a special cancel. Yeah. If you're expecting a special cancel, then that's one thing. But if they're doing something they can cancel, then you're taking a huge gamble for a relatively little reward.
There's a bit of a knowledge check there with the 2B's various specials that you can cancel into off the chain attacks. There isn't anything that can, like, if you just block, feels particularly threatening, but she can just continue her pressure forever if you just let her. So it's definitely something you need to lab out when it comes to, like, oh, if 2B's going for either, like, the back follow-up into that projectile, what beats that? If she's going for the jump into the bomb to the ground, what beats that? Or if she goes for the grappling hook afterwards, what beats that? And there's different ways to deal with those types of things, and there's different risk rewards stacked up against them. Most of the time, like, just blocking, wait for the punishable thing, or the thing that makes her, like, go back to neutral, such as dump back fireball is probably the best way to do it. But eventually your opponent's going to be like, I'm going to keep doing the things that lets me get back in and attack people. And at that point you need to know, like, the counters to, like, say, that bomb or the grappling hook, for example. I think usually, like, jumping's probably a good idea for those, but go into the training mode, find out for yourself.
Is it going to be another Dan? The most popular with beginners, I guess. Or maybe I'm just seeing like a very skewed...
I think traditionally in the old game, Grand Blue OG, you saw a lot of Luanes in beginner brackets, and there's a good reason for that. It's just Luane works very well at beginner intermediate level. It's probably like high to top tier at that level just because of the amount of knowledge checks he has. Even like high levels of like tournament play as well, you see some people just don't know the Luane gimmicks and they just get gimmicked out by him because of that.
pleasure of such
Bro, if I'm going to a major and I have to face a Luane in like top 8 or something, I'm fearing for my fucking
Shall we
life.
begin? Battle of one. Begin.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're a top player, it's definitely something you should know about. But yeah, so it works very well at lower levels because of that.
Yeah, let's smash. Gets score to suit as well. Really good spot
And
for,
it's just one of those things where like you have to go into training mode, learn how to deal with the human pyramid attack, practice just like stand blocking and then spot dodging or blocking on reaction to the overhead, and just knowing how to deal with Yggdrasil as well, as we described previously. There's a video from like Zombie Mew about Iggy. It's a bit different in this game because the spikes off the ground are air unblockable now, whereas previously you could air block them. But most of the points in that video is still told true today.
Yeah, ooh, unfortunate side switch. I think going for human pyramid attack is... Oh no! Opposite, unfortunate.
Yeah, usually you can like combo there. Yeah, the
What's
parry's
that?
not going to do much because of that.
Oh.
we tried to like parry, but we ended up being on the other side, so we ain't going to tier 1 for you, and because you're playing Seox, you win there anyway.
Take those, I have to say.
Yeah, he tried to go for you parry because he thought like, oh, my opponent isn't going to anticipate this, but they swapped sides, so
Yep.
he ended up doing 2-1-4 you instead of 6-2-3 you.
I think he could have extended that further by just going in for the whatever extension that allows you to get a close heavy, close enough to the corner. I think at least a 2M or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't pay attention too much there. I think if you're doing EX Rekka mid-screen that close, you can just go into flip kick, and that does slightly more damage and leads to a better Oki situation, so you can run up to them after you've knocked them down and like do a close light or do a throw, as opposed to like running in your best option being 6XL at that point. That's not going to work.
Unfortunate. The bomb strike is kind of a desperate, I have nothing else to really confirm off of kind of thing, isn't it?
It depends. Like the palm strike will always work, almost always work. So like if your opponent's like slightly further away when you hit them with the Rekka, the flip kick won't hit, and yeah, the palm strike will. So you're going to go for palm strike in that situation. But most of the time, if you're just doing it off like regular grounded combo, you can go into the flip kick.
Jump back. Nice.
Yeah. The wall jump is very good for Seox in terms of like just changing where you want to be on the screen. The opponent's running up, going to do an attack, and they do the attack, but Seox isn't there anymore, and he comes back in with a big attack. Oh, could probably have killed there, just going into a Rekka and then doing a full corner combo series, but like sometimes you're in scrambly situations and you're not sure what to go for, so you just go for the super. That's fair enough.
It's just good to take note of combos you could have extended further, and then try and lab out what more you could get later on. Because getting a medium combo when you could have like killed, it is a big deal. Like you should ideally kill people in like 4, at most, good combos, including like Raging Strike and Raging Chain and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say one thing to look out for if you're playing against Seox is that if they like run through both their cooldowns for the fireball and their Rekka, and then they end up hitting you, like there isn't a whole lot they can be doing there other than Raging Strike, and so if they just like don't do anything, you can like kind of take your turn at that point. It made more sense in like base game where we didn't have Raging Strike and like the only thing you could do was cooldown stuff, but still holds true this game as well. Unfortunately, ran headlong into the green orb, which led to some big damage for Luane there, so he might be able to make a comeback.
Yeah, I think
Another thing to notice is that both players have got free BP as well.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of parries instead of either Raging Strike to confirm or just BC on defense. Like it's an extremely good mechanic. Use it.
Yeah, in that situation, you just want to try and like get the BC off, and if the other person doesn't trade BCs with you, that's a big advantage for you. Like the health difference on like the damage difference on hits isn't gonna make any difference at that point. But the ability to just like swing the momentum back in your favor is huge. The rockets, there's so many of them, they ends up still hitting, despite the parry hitting. One of the benefits of Luane.
Functional parry.
I mean, that's just a regular parry. So the regular parry isn't like frame 1 invuln. So you can hit him out at the startup of the parry. But CX players can find like gaps. Yeah, there's no need to parry there. Like the parry's, even if you hit the parry there, like it's not going to change. It's not going to cause hits stun on the Luane. He's just going to be able to attack afterwards anyway. So no reason to do the parry there. You just want to block or spot dodge the attacks. You kind of just like have to accept his in SPA and like deal with it. Play the mini game.
With enough training, it's not the worst. Like forcing Luane to go into human pyramid attack and like defense or whatever is like, it's a big win for you. You get his meter, and then if you deal with it well, he's punishable. So it's fine. Just don't panic. Good conversion. Could have gone to the close heavy instead and gotten a kill there.
Yeah, the tip for the Seahawks player is if they're attacking and they've run out of cooldowns, just go into the Raging Strike. You can go into the Raging Strike follow-up, or if you're in the corner, you can just do like close heavy afterwards. And usually you'll get a cooldown back by that point, so you'll be able to combo and do like much more damage than you would have just doing the auto combo on its own.
Yeah. Raging Strike and Raging Chain is a very good tool to cycle your cooldowns and get better confirms. Again, don't die with 3 BP.
That's why Seahawks is so good in this game, is that like one of the minuses for him in base game, despite still being a very good character there, was the fact that if his 2 cooldowns were like waiting to come back, then he couldn't really do a lot of damage to you. So a lot of like better players would see that and they'd like mash against him a lot more at those points, because they know even if they get hit, they're not going to take a lot of damage. But in this game, because of Raging Strike, that doesn't really apply anymore, so Seahawks can just keep applying pressure and it's still very dangerous despite the lack of cooldowns.
That's 6 gets in.
There's probably a little bit of overuse of the parry by Kusanagi boy here.
Yeah, I think both players. Oh,
Is he going to recover? Yeah.
it's
Is
fine.
it a bit too late?
Okay, Russ want to be in. Yeah.
Like here, for instance, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point because of...
Yeah,
Like
at that point,
the parry does literally nothing. There's no reason to do it.
if you're in that spot, that's basically GG's. Like, you're checkmated, you're gonna die to the chip. Like, most likely. If Luane
Yeah, it's tough. There are certain things you can try and do, but you will probably die.
Yeah. I mean, you can try. There's no reason not to go wild, because you know if you play it safe, you're gonna die anyway.
If you block that 214 M, no 214 L by Seox there, he's minus that point, so you can take your turn back. It's only the like EX fireballs plus there in terms of like the fireballs. 214 M's a bit awkward because if it hits low, then it's plus.
Ooh, catch smashing.
Just auto combo into nothing a bunch of times, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Seox is on the 30% more damage because of that Raging Strike, so that's pretty nice for the wall here.
Good contest.
Yeah, mash it. Good time to mash on the record.
Nice.
Oh, unfortunately, we got anti-aired by the SPA. Very nice reactions by Kusanagi boy there.
Yeah.
It was synchronized far more.
Shall we
Potentially last game,
begin? Battle of 1.
depending on. Wait, is it? Or am I
If
tripping?
Kusanagi wins, it should be.
Yeah.
I believe. I don't know. I thought it was 2-1 for some reason.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
again.
sure Lobo is keeping track.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, I saw the score just got updated, so there we go.
Yeah. Nice, deals for the pros.
Yeah. The wall die from Seox is projectile invuln on the way down if he goes for the attack follow-up. So,
If there's one thing you want to, like, if you're running in as Luane there, and you see him go up, then you can definitely look for a parry there. I don't know if he can punish Luane with the parry, if he like feints the attack or not.
yeah, the wall dive will lose to the X parry, so it's a good option for Luane at that point. You can also 2H it. It's a bit more dangerous, but it's, you get a bit more reward from it. No, jumped over the high, bro. That's unfortunate for Luane. Didn't lead to a kill hit. Ah! Again. If you're in the corner there, you definitely want to go beyond to a flip kick, because at that point you can go into like close light, close heavy, and just extend the combo into infinity. Oh, went for a regular parry there. We got lucky with that, because Luane could have hit him out of the startup if he was just a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Battle of
Generally, I don't think normal parries outside of EXs that are frame 1 are seen as like that good in this game, outside of like very specific interactions.
Yeah, I think at a high level they have like niche usage, but I think if you're like an intermediate or beginner Seahawks, it's better off just like if you've got parry, use EX parry when you want to parry. Like the recovery on it isn't that long. You're going to be on your own offense when you do the EX parry anyway, so by the time you need it again, you'll probably be back. And it's frame 1 inbound, so it's like just better than an L and M parry because of that.
Try to throw bait with jumps. I don't think throw baiting with jumps is that good in this game because the throw recovery is so low. Yeah. Throw recovery is like shockingly low in this game, so sometimes you might like call out a throw on wake up and still the recovering time to block your jump in. The Brasa could have extended with Bridging Strike, no. Yeah.
Who also like actually fairly decent as like a pressure tool, because a lot of people do like to walk back in this game because they want to create space for themselves to get away from like any rebuys in with like 6XLs and that kind of thing. So going like 5L, 2L is like usually pretty strong. But yeah, nice little turnaround by Kusanagi boy there. It's a tough matchup for Luane, Seahawks versus Luane. Luane has a lot of tools to get in, and Luane wants to be on the outside doing his like very long startup specials in order to start off his own offense. But, you know, there's definitely ways around it and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think one thing for Luane as well, we would have seen a lot of like U specials from the Luane, which I think is fair enough for like an intermediate level where like the SBA and SSBA just nets you so much damage, so getting to do that as soon as possible is a good idea. But at high level, like people deal with those things fairly well, so you want to be using the U skills more, which get you more value. So like the Bone Wheel, the Bros Wheel that charges across the screen is like a really good way to get in and start your offense as Luane. The drill not really used outside of combos really, but you know, if you're like in a combo and you know the combo, you can get corner your opponent from the other side of the screen, which is also very strong. U parry is an actual parry instead of a bad parry, so if your opponent's spot dodging your attacks, you can use that as fairly useful. Which one am I missing? Oh yeah, and then the U Wrecker. It's a good little jump scare neutral. It's not the best in the world, but you can combo afterwards on it. So if your opponent's like throwing out buttons willy-nilly in the middle of the screen, you can use it to catch them with that.
And any U skill gives a hard knockdown, so you can just start like knocking down shit on the screen for them to deal with afterwards, which is arguably a lot more useful than hoping for a pyramid attack or Iggy to do stuff.
I think it's just the EX parry that, well, the regular parry and the EX parry are the ones that can dodge. I think the U parry is a true parry in this game, so you can't spot dodge it after an attack is connected, unless I'm mistaken. But yeah, I like the parries for Luane are actually better in this game because of the presence of 6XL. Like you can't cancel 6XL, so if you walk into a parry with a 6XL, then it'll work out.
It has uses, but yeah. It's definitely a tool you should be relying on as your main defensive option, because it'll work until it doesn't, and then you're going to like get murdered for it.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for Luane on defense, to be honest. I don't know why, Luna. You're the TO. You're the one in charge of the scoreboard. Why do you call him Luna a loser? That's just not nice. But yeah, it looks like we've got an interesting matchup here. We've got Vasaraga versus Grimnir. Not a matchup you see every day. Vasaraga, not the most common characters to see, and Grimnir as well, out of the newer characters. Like, he's super cool, and he's really fun to play. But you don't see him as much as some of the other newer characters to Granblue.
I think it's a bit
At least in the
weird
EU
to
anyway.
play. Yeah, it's a bit weird to play, and he has no meterless reversal, so I guess
Yeah,
that discourages a fair amount of people.
It's a bit awkward at a newer / intermediate level just because of that. Like, he's a lot of his strengths rely on his ability to move around the screen with the wind charms, and controlling spacing with the fireball is far heavy, which isn't as intuitive as just like pure rush down that a lot of other characters can do.
Yeah, like you need to put in some time to lab either like setups or ways
before you can play him well.
Yeah, you need to put in some effort, learn how to do stuff, and then he'll serve you a lot better, I think. Ooh, stuffs out the EX tackle. Nice. Great mash, but I didn't see if he had armor or not. Nice block. Ooh,
I mean,
punish.
he was minus after that charge in with that special there that just happened.
Yeah.
Like Grimnir is minus on that, so you can take your turn back unless there is a wind charm over the top of him, in which case he can frame trap you. So if there's no wind charm there, you can mash, and the worst he can do is like UDPU or SBA in response to it, I guess. What we saw there is Vasaraga's 5U. So Vasaraga's 5U gives him the little armor stack. But also, if he's already got it, the 5U will have the armor on it. So you can get hit by it, as Grimnir did there, and have a bad time because of it. So it's kind of like a pseudo parry for Vasaraga. It doesn't have armor like frame 1. Can't remember exactly when it was, like 3 or 4 or something like that.
4 or 5. I'm not entirely sure.
Like something like that. So you shouldn't worry about it on like someone's wake up too much. But like it's definitely a tool Vasarag can use defensively.
The big thing about the armor token is that once he has it, it changes a lot of matchups while it's up because it lets him obviously armor through moves. Particularly if he gets like an armored walk going, that's arguably his strongest
Probably could have
position.
won there with like a 2M or something.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, you
like
see,
a bunch of offense.
yeah, I was just saying about the armor token. Vasaraga's goal usually is to get that armor token, and then at that point, create some sort of threat in order to get in himself and deal damage. Because a lot of characters don't have like really good ways of doing free hits of damage from a distance fairly easily.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult for people to deal with without like specific counters or just making a hard read on when he goes into his armored stance.
Yeah. So I think as Grimnir here, up until Vasaraga gets his armor token, then you don't have to play it like super fast. You can chill, throw nados because I don't think he has time to get armor in between. And then after he gets it, then you have to change your game plan a little bit. Nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice to edge.
Good
Yeah,
call out.
Vasarag has some really good anti-air options that cover a lot of the screen, so times where Grimnir would probably get away with that a bit more against other characters, doesn't really get away with it against Vasaraga because of how much better he is with the anti-airs. They are slow anti-airs, but like when they hit, they hit.
Yeah.
Oh, accidental. We tried to walk forward and do a fireball, we end up getting a DP, classic.
Yep.
Happens to everyone. This is a good Grimnir combo. It's
Sets up
So
the,
2-1-4U in neutral. It goes really fast and you can get a big combo out of it. Oh, bit of a connection issue maybe? I don't know.
a
It,
little bit of stutter on my end, but it seems fine.
I think it happened to everyone, so must be someone going. We tried a little stagger there, didn't work out. Ah, and the random EX charge in, U charge in neutral is going to lead to the kill here probably.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so if you're against Vasaraga, he can just all like pop off like that because of the U skill. If it hits as a regular hit, it just kind of knocks you down, so it's not a big deal. But if it ends up getting a counter hit, it leads to that big combo that you see there. I believe. I don't know. I'm not the Vas expert.
I think it gives a combo even on normal hit because it doesn't hit combos. I believe.
There's something going on where the counter hit's worse or something. I think I can't remember exactly. But I've been hit by it and like not taking damage afterwards. So you have to ask a Vasaraga how exactly it works.
They don't play the game anymore as fast.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, there's a few. You got like Catbug in there still.
Yeah.
Cool. See, one of the problems with Vasaraga as well is that because the close light is so like plus, doing close light into command grab, you have to kind of like manually delay the command grab a little bit, otherwise you whiff it like you just saw there.
I think Unot needs to stop trying to force his way in.
Yeah, especially when the Vasaraga's got armor, like that's not really the range that Grimnir likes to play at anyway. It's
Yeah.
probably best like waiting on the outside, throwing a few fireballs, throwing a few fire heavies, but the armor's difficult to deal with, definitely.
Yeah, even set down your own sigils, like force Masaraga to approach. You don't have to always take the initiative, especially if it doesn't have armor.
Yeah.
And Masaraga is like a hard matchup at lower levels, I think, because you need to make sure that you win enough interactions to make up for the ones he robs with armor or the damage he deals. And he does have a higher health pool than average, so it's a bit
I think
harder
with his
to...
EX wind charms into like 2H, you can try and exploit the 2H by like just immediately going in on him instead of like trying to float over the top of him and getting hit by the 2H. So like his action there isn't like it beats everything that Grimnir can do. Like he can like just dash straight at him and then catch the start up of the 2H or something like that.
Yeah. Another thing I would say is when you see a player consistently beat an option like that, since Masaraga's 2H in this case is so slow, it is not guaranteed that Umbrella is actually reacting every time. He might see the sigils down and then go, "You're going to go above me, I will 2H preemptively." Pick another option and check if he's reacting or dealing with it preemptively, and you can change what you do accordingly. It's important to look at what's not working in the game plan and go, it's easy to go, everything I'm doing is losing, what do I do? Trying to see past that and going, okay, he is beating my option, what can I do instead? It's difficult, but it's a skill you have to learn to pick up very quickly, because dying doing the same option like 5 times and eating like a counter hit 2H isn't going to help you.
I do think one of the biggest things in that matchup was not changing up how you were playing when Vasaraga has armor, and therefore the Vasaraga was able to exploit that in order to do big damage, because there's a lot of like hits getting absorbed there and Grimnir getting punished in response. You have to play a lot more slower, a lot more patiently when Vasaraga has armor. If you can get in on Vasaraga, then it becomes difficult for him to actually use that armor to do anything, because it's got like 5-frame startup or whatever it was. But in neutral, you cannot like be pressing buttons. You cannot be like randomly 6-6Ling. You cannot be that aggressive. You gotta like wait out the armor a lot of the time. And you have to like deal with the walk specifically as well. Like if he's got armor and he walks into you, then you need to know what to do at that point. You can jump over his head or something like that, or you can just wait and block, or those are the 2 best options usually, and you can do like weirder stuff, but a lot of times you'll be punished because of that. What are these weapons? But geez, I haven't seen these ones before.
Flipping, painful. Also, it's important to note that Vasaraga spends his armor token, so the next interaction after he gets the token will be in his favor, but after that it's like back to he doesn't have armor game plan.
Yeah, when he doesn't have armor, you can be a lot more aggressive, because it becomes a lot harder for Vasaraga to deal with that. A lot of eating. I mean, we've got the food weapon, so we may as well eat, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna...
We did see the Luane 6-6H, I believe?
Yep, I think so.
It's one of them. It basically crosses up. It looks like it hits overhead, but it doesn't, so... if you're against a Luane player and he's running in it, you can just hold the guard button and hold down back. I mean, hold down and you'll beat that. And it's minus on block, so you can take your turn afterwards as well. It's tough though, because it's one of those options where like a lot of good Luane players won't do it like all the time. They'll do it every now and again. So it's not at the forefront of your mind every time. But if they're doing it all the time, you want to be holding that guard button.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Luane here seems to definitely have a grasp on how to play Luane. We've got a lot of backing out in order to get the bros and the bots out in order to apply their own pressure. And then once they're in, the pressure they do apply is like, looks fairly good. Like, it's pretty safe. When they want to rebuy, they're going in with 6-6Ls. Probably don't want to automatically be going into the 2-on-4Ls at that point, even though it is safe on block.
Yeah, a very common Luane game plan is run away into like random, what's it called?
Random bullshit go.
Yeah, random bullshit like 2U, the forward advancing special, and hope you get hit, and then they back away or set up stuff. It's, if they do that, then you have to approach them slowly, as annoying as it is. and be ready for either the spot dodge, the parry. Make sure you don't do 6SL, so you don't get like thrown up across the screen again.
Shall we begin?
Uh,
Battle 1.
make sure you
Yeah.
block the sweep and the specials, and then take a turn.
Yeah, Tree could have taken the round there off that jump in. Could have gone like into like far medium into SSBA there, but unfortunately didn't get the conversion.
Yeah.
Now this is where this is a good spot for Yule. Like Llewellyn's not particularly good defensively, so getting them in the corner and just being able to apply pressure usually leads to good outcomes. Back in neutral now though, so Llewellyn can run out, start doing stuff. There's the bone wheel, which is very strong as we saw there. Yule had hit Llewellyn and was ready to take her turn, but the bone wheel's coming and there's like completely saves Llewellyn and gives him the pressure back.
Yeah. Nice delay. Yeah, still kills. But yeah. When Llewellyn's running away like that, don't lose your patience. As long as he isn't eating, then it's fine. You're taking space and you're winning slowly. Don't lose your patience.
Begin.
Nice. Ah,
Oh.
I do counter
No
hit
conversion,
info.
unfortunately.
Nice block. Let's get a punish, but it's fine. Yeah, I tried to press too early. Good patience. Nice.
That's the thing with Llewellyn's backdash. Llewellyn's backdash is really good.
It's
Especially in this game where people are doing a lot of dash attacks, like it puts him out of range of those attacks very quickly and causes the opponent to whiff, which allows Llewellyn to take his turn back.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of
I think-
parries or
Yeah, we're seeing the U parry a lot because it's a true parry, as opposed to the EX parries we were seeing earlier. It also gives a hard knockdown as well, so it lets Llewellyn set up a little bit or just go in and apply his own pressure a little bit more.
nice punish. One thing Tree also needs to be doing is spending the breakpoints on damage. Like, if Llewellyn's doing this, you really need to capitalize on the hits you get.
Oh, got so
You
much
have-
alpha.
Yeah, you have 100% meter, you have a breakpoint, spend it and go for the 2-to-U link, get like a ton of damage even mid-screen.
Yeah, it's
It's
definitely
all worth
something
it.
you can go practice in training mode. Just what's the max damage my character can do, and what's the best damage that your character can do, which can often be like two separate things. Because the max damage could lead to like spending all your BP and like being in a situation where you take like 150% damage because of that. Usually, like the best option is to like spend one BP into a combo, and you'll see that often with good players. Ooh,
Yeah.
almost perfectly dealt with it, but decided to attack at the end there, and that led to a hit.
Yeah, in my opinion, UL generally saves her U skills for combos. So if you don't get the chance for that, outside of like anti-airs, you either link into a U skill from Raging Strike and Raging Chain, or you save the meter for super anyway. So spending breakpoints on Raging Strike and Raging Chain is fine. You're going to get it back most likely anyway. And even if you don't, then you probably kill them, or you died first. It's a resource, spend it.
Yeah, it's one of the annoying things about Llewellyn pressure is that like they push themselves out and then do like a 2M or like a 2U or something. You feel like you can take your turn, and they just do like the light 214L and you get hit by that. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and you shouldn't be like too concerned about that at that point, but it can be quite frustrating to get hit by that.
Oh, could have killed there if.
Yeah, so you want to go into like the EX, whatever it is, into a big combo there. 236 H.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah, throwing a handshake. Oh, a nice little raging strike with the bros on the screen, creating a lot of screen clutter to try and disguise it a bit more.
yeah.
Now
Good idea.
Yule's on 0 BP, so it takes a lot more damage at this point.
Good idea to bait out the parry, but even then, Llewellyn's parry isn't one you have to bait out. You just have to press into it and be ready to spot dodge. As long as it's not the U parry, granted. Which, fair enough.
He has been
a
using
lot.
the U parry a lot,
Yeah.
so I appreciate
Yeah.
the bait out instead of just attacking.
Yeah. Gets close away. Nice. Okay, you're in the corner.
I'd say
Let's
one
go
thing with
back.
Yule as well is like if you're on like chip point and you see your opponent instant parry a lot of the time, just like doing a quick jump into like a JU to punish that like grab attempt can like just win you the round at the end. Like it doesn't do a lot of damage, but if they have no like health left, that's like a good way to win the game.
Yeah. Ooh. It's got? Okay. Yeah, here, for example. it's a low one again.
It's Llewellyn, so there's always going to be a knowledge check involved with his moves, unfortunately. You have to block low after the initial hit of the parry in order to punish.
No, could have killed. Nice.
Oh,
good
nice
delay.
little shimmy, but yeah, went for the throw. Yeah, we got chip damage anyway. Nice work.
Yeah. I think at that point it was guaranteed. 2CL should be a 2-string from far medium at that range. So when that hit, if Llewellyn didn't BC, I don't see if he had break points. Then this is dead.
Key lesson today for all the beginners, just BC more. Nobody's BCing enough in this, as I've seen so far.
BC already
Like,
strike.
if you're in the corner, BC. If your opponent is pushing out of the corner, BC them back in the corner. Those are generally like the two rules of thumb when it comes to BC.
And while you're learning to use like BC and defense in general, you're going to run out by overspending it. That's fine. You learn when the proper time is later. Spending it too much to start off with is fine. Yeah,
I'd say just try and avoid using it mid-screen because like there isn't much danger there. But if you're in the corner, definitely use it.
Yeah.
And don't do it on don't do it on prediction as well. Do it on reaction. You can do it on reaction to medium and heavy buns. If you get thrown, you know, it's just like part of life.
Yeah.
Shocking that isn't low.
Good block.
Yeah, we got it this time. We got punished. Nice. We're learning.
Yeah. I don't know how minus that is, but you can at least get the close habit there, I think.
I'm not sure myself.
It looks like it.
It's a use skill, so it probably has some like they all have like stupid recoveries, which are like -7 or something. So it gets awkward when it comes to the punish. But it does look very punishable, and it is Llewellyn.
Yeah, I guess. Funny character.
When the head developer for Kara was at Cayenne Cup in France, it seemed like he was kind of surprised by the amount of Llewellyns that were in top 8 because there was 2 Llewellyns that appeared for 2 different people. He said like, "Oh, Llewellyn's the strongest character in the game. We need to nerf him." When he was interviewed, which was pretty funny.
Bit of a sick RPS. Not seen a lot of it from Tree.
I mean, that's one way of getting creating space. We've got some meat.
Nice.
We're going to lose
Kill.
that health immediately because of the jumping. Should be a kill there.
Nice. Yeah.
Battle 3. Begin.
Yeah, Tree managing to turn it around. It's a lot more even game than it was at the beginning of the set.
Yeah, like, here for instance, you're chasing after Llewellyn, he's gotta do something eventually. Again, slow down a bit. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he'd already taken a few risks, just like getting himself back to the center of the stage there, and you're completely fine with that.
Yeah.
You want him taking those risks so you can exploit it. Nice, got it again. That's a
Yeah, close
heavier
heavy.
punish there.
Nice, close heavy, or close light and close heavy.
Oh, getting the BC combos, we're getting the U follow-ups as well.
Nice, yeah, good stuff.
A lot of damage done here.
Yep,
Managed a little frame trap, and it leads to the kill there. Very nice.
yep. Good round for Tree.
Again, for the Llewellyn there as well, like you had free BC, you can just BC on reaction to it, get them back into neutral, try and get some like bros out or catbot out. I mean, there's the one time we saw the skeleton wheel as well, and it hasn't really been used since then. And on top of that as well, we haven't really seen like SBA or SSBA, which was working pretty well earlier in the next set. Oh,
Not a back throw incident, that's fine.
he wanted to back throw there, but you know, like that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Nice.
these U parries have not worked out the past few times. They probably want to be using the meter for something else. Probably using like a BC instead in order to get the Yule off.
Honestly, if someone's feeling threatened enough that they're using like U parries or U DPs to get me off them, I'm like, yeah, fine, I'll take the meter. That's like basically chip damage for a ton of meter since you don't get the refund.
Yeah, I don't. If I get hit by like a U DP or a U parry or something like that, then I'd say it's like a very small negative. But I'm like, oh right, they've lost 50 meter at this point, so I'd have to deal with like all the other BS U skills or big damage from an SBA or something like that.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Begin.
Especially if it's mid screen. If they're doing U like follow-ups mid screen, I like really don't care.
Yeah.
If I lose the corner because of the U skill, then that's like annoying, but you know that happens anyway.
Yeah. Like, gambling a lot with them, it's not working out.
Yeah, like in that situation there, like there's no real reason to do that. You can just back off and do like a U skeleton wheel and you'd get a lot more out of it. Yeah, good time to use the EX parry against Yule's stance. She can't like cancel into spot dodge off the flip kick, so it works out.
Yeah. Okay, Iggy's out. That's
Mummy,
pretty
help
good.
me.
A lot of health, so
Mom, this fox girl is bullying me. Please make her go away.
okay,
Yeah,
took some
I like the
damage.
use of the
But,
spikes there. So, a lot of stuff like Tree was doing there was kind of like
oh my god,
anticipatory.
okay.
I hate Luan's eating. Oh my god. So the most annoying thing about the guy is just like he did so much damage to him and then he just suddenly like he gets like 3 spaghettis in a row and is back at full health or something. Yeah, good spot for Shiva here.
Oh,
He just
chip
needs to work on
damage,
chip
yeah.
damage. Yeah, very nice.
unfortunate. Almost got it, but
Battle 3.
didn't quite find the hit at the end. Unfortunate. Nice.
Oh, nice anti-air. Should we have do a combo here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We get a side swap at least, and causes Luan to mash on wake up, so we get more damage because of that. We weren't anticipating it though, so we didn't get convert as much as we should have.
nice bait.
Nice way again. Has been seeing that U parry a lot of the time, so
Good.
definitely
Yeah,
Shivas
good.
needs to exercise a bit less in their arsenal.
Yeah, that's the exact conversion I want to see when you have that much meter and 3 breakpoints space screen. There's no reason not to. Iggy? Yeah, Iggy.
Yeah.
You have the health, just gotta stay cool.
Like this sort of spot, you kind of just were like, alright, no.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
You probably want to, when you're that much health, you
No.
want to just look out for the flame carpet and spot dodge that.
Unfortunate. Close though. She was bringing it back. Managed to adapt fairly well.
Yeah, it was a
But-
very close set. It was just the Iggy difference at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to be booting up that Mario Party. Turn on this way, that. Learn the mini game.
I even host Mario Party sometimes. Who knows? Maybe you can join in and get experience.
Yes, it was allegorical.
Let me find a controller that doesn't fucking drift and I'll join.
But yeah, we're at the halfway point of the bracket, so I'll be taking a few moments to discuss upcoming events. We've got Outplayed coming up this weekend. That's a offline in Vienna. Sign-ups for that are closed. It's an offline. There'll be a bunch of people there. Should be a good time, and should be nice to tune in if you're not going. But if you are not going, then on the Friday, this Friday in 2 days, there is Clean Hit being run by Hearts Are Blazing. It is a charity event for Mary Curie Cancer Care. So, as the name implies, they do cancer. They support people with cancer and other life-threatening illnesses. So it's a good cause. It's an event being ran by good people. So if you're not going to Outplayed, please do sign up and help to make it a good event. Che will be running it, and commentary will also be handled by Tyrant and Gekiko, both wonderful commentators. If you've probably heard them around in the scene here and there, but if you haven't, then you'll get to hear them here. But yes, please do sign up at startdg.feb clean hit, and I'll put a link in chat in a second, and help to make it a good event.
Go to Hessen Crash. That's a good event in Germany. Amelia. People rave about that one. It's a bit out there, but I only hear positive things about it. Yeah, if you live in Germany, it's like Austria's pretty close by, so you could have gone to Outplayed maybe next year.
But yeah, I'll get the next matches on stream, and we will resume at round 4. I'll
Basically,
head
all
back
of
into the
Europe's right
back
next to
rooms.
each other. That's what I think. You just hop on a train for an hour and you're in any country in Europe, right? That works.
Man, I wish I could take a 1 hour train and be anywhere in Europe. That would be so nice.
I mean, like literally, Germany borders like Austria. You just go across the road. Hmm.
I checked out a flight to Outblade out of curiosity. Due to the short notice, I had to pay one organ, and then I had to
One
spend
organ.
yeah, I had
Which
to
one did you choose?
one organ, and then I had to spend like 20 hours at an airport because of like fucked routing. So it's Scandinavia is a bit messy at times.
Was it the liver? Did you have to give it one of your kidneys?
I did not do it, but it might have been if I agreed to.
Anyway, next, the Lowen Opelix takes a hold for a second as we have Jita versus Zoe on deck. Both very much like slightly more normal characters. Jita, kind of the epitome of original games. Footsies to just like wiggle in and out of range and try and like whiff punish people's attacks type character.
Battle of one.
Zoe has some like just generally being all around solid character who's like pretty good at everything in the game.
I think the only real thing you could say she lacked is like a meterless reversal.
Yeah. So one of the most obnoxious things about Zoe in the game is that 6-6H we're seeing where she runs forward with a shield there. As you can see there, it absorbs a hit. And if it connects, it can lead to a big combo as we saw there. The thing is though, if you block it, it is very much punishable with a light attack. So if she does that, just block it and then punish it afterwards. Oh yeah, it's a banned weapon by the way.
Yeah.
Got banned language, we got a banned weapon. This is like the most illegal thing. We just need the prismatics now.
It's all the UK's fault.
I was checking Discord
runs under.
and because someone added me, so I was thinking someone might be saying, "Oh, I'm not letting Auden speak enough" or something like that. And it's just Bonsai saying "peak, fuck, shit, piss cock" at me.
I see. Nice 2H.
Bonk.
And links the 204H. Interesting.
Are we team unban the pan?
I have no strong opinion either way, to be honest. The only thing I can see, the only thing I can see for it being banned is that the length of it is like slightly misleading. That's like a bigger deal than the sound effect.
Yeah.
Because it
one thing.
I think it's a bit shorter than the sword, so like it looks like it might whiff, and then the hitbox goes, no, that actually hit.
I'd have to see it side by side. But yeah, a thing with Zoe that happened just a minute ago was like Zoe went for the LDP, which is minus on block. The EX version is plus, but we mashed anyway and it worked out. Never mind. 100% next time that Menhira does that, he's gonna get a counter hit and get a big combo from that.
Yeah.
But that time didn't work out. So yeah, the XDP from Zoe is plus. The M and L versions are minus, so you can take your turn after that.
If you ever find yourself doing something that's plus, and then someone mashes out, before you, or right after you've said, why the fuck did they mash there, you should go, okay, I'm gonna frame trap next time.
Yeah, if I'm Manhira here, I'm like immediately trying to look for the first opportunity to do it like an EXDP just so I can exploit that.
Ooh.
The 6XL has been very profitable because Vegeta has been pressing a lot of buttons on their offense, so they're not very prone to just like run forward and do nothing. And Manhira's exploiting that at the moment.
Oh, misconfirmed. Unfortunate.
By the way, I'm probably mispronouncing all these names, but no.
It's fine. That's the fate you choose when you join bracket with weird names.
I've heard like 20 different variations of my name.
Doo-doo golf.
No, that's the worst one actually. Yeah, next reaction SBA by the way.
Yep.
definitely something you can do.
Nice conversion. Unfortunately,
With the one button SPAs as well, it becomes a lot easier to do. If you're someone who comes from a different fighting game and you're not using the like one button supers that much, I would say definitely look into using them more, because they really are much easier to react to. Like, I think like doing quarter circle for me, I can do it like pretty fast and not lose much time, but the actual comparison between just pressing a button and doing the motion and pressing the button is like kind of massive.
it's crazy how fast you can react to something by you hold down back, you quickly go back to neutral, press 2 buttons, and voila, you've
Yeah,
reacted to a fireball.
you too can have the reactions of Gamera all at the press of a button.
One thing I'm noticing is there's some routing. I think that's suboptimal Petita. There's a different route we can do that cycles cooldowns better and does more damage and saves you with a fireball. Look it up.
Battle 3.
It is worth doing, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Risky mash, but if you see someone mash like that, then again, if you see someone mash on when they shouldn't be, there's a reason for it. You're not enforcing your plus frames. It's on you to make them worry about it.
Yeah, especially when you're playing at like a beginner intermediate level, you want to be taking note of like what your opponent's doing a lot of the time. I mean, like at any level, you obviously want to do that, but at this level, a lot of people won't know like a lot of the things about your character. So, for example, with Zoe's like EXDP, which we were talking about earlier, if you see them like mashing on it, then you want to be looking to exploit that the next time you go for it.
Oh, that's a lot of chip damage. Nice. Ooh, the spot
Nice.
launch.
One DP is better than the other.
Also, in this game,
Was that MVP?
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
sorry, I don't know. I think that was just a match. If there's a clash happening like that, I'm outside of DP.
I'm pretty sure it was MVP, yeah.
Throw is like the fastest thing you can cancel into.
Yeah, if you end up in a clash situation, the fastest thing you can do, which will beat like any button press, is throw. If your opponent goes for like DP or an SPA, if they're a mad lad, then that'll lose that. But a lot of times the throw is going to end up winning in those situations. So look to do that. Sometimes look to DP if you're like really on the ball and your opponent has shown that they will throw on clashes as well. But that's generally what you're looking out for in those clash situations.
Yeah, nice. Enforces plus frames that time. So next time you can press a close light, get plus frames, and then go for a strike throw or frame trap again.
That U-Dragon's really good.
Yep.
Fills up the entire screen, beats like almost any projectile in the game.
Her dragon gauge was empty and they ended at like 70%.
Yeah, I also charged the Dragon Gauge for no reason. So yeah, it's definitely one of the key things to be looking out for, Zoe. Luckily went for MDP there, so couldn't like combo it after it because it didn't counter hit. EXDP is actually a very good like anti-air. Well, it is a DP, so you expect it to be, but it's like a very good anti-air option despite the fact it doesn't have frame 1 invulnerability.
Oh, catch something. Ooh, very conservative. Could have gone for close age, I think.
It's still fine. It's probably not like the most optimal thing in the world, but like, I'm not expecting like optimals every single time, so
yeah.
I'm fine. It's more just like general gameplay and matchup tips.
Yeah.
Alright, definitely punish this. Yeah, you want to go for a light or something there, just to be certain that you get the punish, because Zoe knows they're minus there, so they're gonna like be mashing some DP like they were there.
I can hardly believe how much you've
But yeah, I'd be afraid of it. Like, Vegeta at this point might be like, oh, I can't press there, and then Zoe's going to take the turn, which is kind of frustrating to see. Yeah, what button are we going for? Yeah, we're going for like far medium or far heavy when we're trying to punish. We should be... Just try off with the lights if you're not too sure.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice little frame trap. Nice, good one. Oh, a little bit of a connection hiccup. Into SPA here.
Yep, gets it back, that spends it.
SPAs in this game have like a minimum damage scaling, so they'll always do at least so much damage. So even though long combos like make the scaling like really bad, like finishing with SBA is usually a good choice just because of the minimum scaling.
Ooh, nice option.
Again, like it just covers the air as well. It's so nice.
Yeah. Ooh,
Ah,
6-6,
yeah.
unfortunate.
Saw that they missed with the 6-6H. They went in with a 6-6L and got the win because of it. Oh, well, we could just gone for 6-6L into a combo there, to be honest. But I mean, it's hard to anticipate what the opponent's doing. Oh, nice little like counter to the charge there. Usually, like the charge will beat out any normal button. So going for the XDP with its invulnerability was probably a good option.
Yeah, I think baiting it out like that's better though. It's just hard to react to. It's surprisingly
Yeah,
fast.
that was good. I mean, like they were already in at that point, so they went for the DP. But I also like the bait there as well. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, back for instance. This is a very good situation for Zoe at this point.
Who jumps out?
Ah, yeah, we didn't do a most safe Oki there, which allowed the Jita to get out. Oki.
Yeah. Next throw will kill.
Just amazing.
Oh,
Baited the throw, very nice as well, and get the finish because of that.
Yeah.
Some very nice stuff in that round by Vegeta.
Yeah.
There's been a lot more patient on the run-ins, trying to bait out like individual options for Menhira.
Nice.
Some nice reactions on these jump-ins as well. Oh, yeah, went for a medium there, probably could have got the combo.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, again, like, Menhira has been showing that they'll do like 2 hits of auto combo and still try and maintain pressure, so doing the MDP at that point is not a bad idea.
Yeah. Or just mashing. If you see someone cancel like consistently on the second or
Oh,
do
I'm
2
surprised
auto combo
they
hits.
didn't mash though. Guess we do know it's plus. We're just taking risks.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta do it sometimes.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that was minus, so never mind. Yeah, Vegeta's got to be a bit careful here with only 1 BP. This should lead to a kill, maybe. I don't know. If they went for Raging Strike, they did basketball combo there, that probably would have killed.
Yeah.
But we get it anyway after the roll past the fireball and catching the run-in.
I forget, but does Zoe's 6-stage cover her legs or can she get sniped by lows? Nice. Good reaction.
I think it covers the legs. I can't say for certain though, 'cause, I haven't gone for like low options against it very much in my matches.
Got Paris lows.
Yeah, Paris lows according to Lobo. Yeah, that's a... The throw range in this game is kind of like really long, so trying to do shimmies by walking backwards is kind of difficult to do. What you probably want to be doing instead is walking into it and then doing a backdash and then trying to attack like any whiffed throw after that, because you can't get thrown out of the backdash because it's airborne.
Yeah.
Unless you're like maybe Luane can, but he's like backdashing so far anyway the throw's not going to reach.
Damn. Plus heavy actually wins. Yeah, rough spot to be in. You know there's gonna be a dragon coming. A lot of chip damage.
Yeah, it's a tough time, but yeah, very close set. It was a very enjoyable one as well. A lot of back and forth, a lot of like smart decision making going on there. We could see them like trying to counter each other as we went along, so that was like really nice to see. It wasn't just a case of like 2 people with plan A's just like butting heads until one of them falls over. Yeah, how's that bracket looking? I have not got the bracket up in front of me, so I have no idea how it's gone along so far.
I'll have to check myself. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with
Both
production
losers?
issues anymore.
Oh, wow. Loba's just being a bully, just calling all the participants in this bracket without a losers bracket losers for no reason whatsoever.
I have no response to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's just a bully. That's just how it is. Join Saki in the bully club, the bully rangers.
I will once again refrain from commentating.
No, you can have opinions on people. It's fine.
I can have it, but I don't have to express them.
I'll protect you from Saki. Don't worry.
I will once again refrain from commenting.
Oh my god. Even with my protection, he's afraid to speak the truth. Oh, yo, is that a Matera? Is that a Matera in my beginner bracket? That's crazy. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Versus
Let's go.
Shall we begin?
Matera's so rare.
Begin.
The only people I see play Matera are people who played Matera in base games, so this is very exciting.
Ooh, butterfly insurance.
Oh,
Nice.
good combo there.
Doing great.
Unfortunately, went for the 6-6H, which isn't a very good 6-6H. It's very funny though.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh, I like the use
bit.
of the BC there. Unfortunately, it was just like out of range just because of how Yule's hop stance works.
Yeah.
Oh, he just managed to hop over the low, which we're getting the combo after that.
Pressing far
It's a nice, like, normal Matera zoning and pressure. Oh, and the reaction to the EX. That's very nice. Love that. Yeah, definitely has some sort of like matchup experience, I guess. I mean, that could have just been a read, which is fair enough because a lot of people will not just leave auto combo alone at that point. But
Yeah.
if it was reaction, that was very nice. Nice little 2H into EX arrow finisher there. Very cool. Happy with that. Oh, round start sweep. It's definitely a Matera player. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot we could do with that far L because they were crouching at that point. So good,
Ooh, that's
good
nice.
awareness not to go into the raging strikes. Didn't have enough meter for it. This is where Matera struggles at this point, is the corner. Yeah, like jumping out is kind of difficult to do, especially when the opponent is so close to you. You probably just want to be looking for like a BC. And not doing BC on prediction, but doing it on reaction to one of the buttons.
Yeah. UL has a fair
As we've
amount
been
of
saying
stuff.
all day.
Is stuff that is easy to BCG. Like if you see close heavy, you can BC it. If you block Fox Flame, you can go fuck it, BC it. So those are probably like the two most important things to BC from UL.
Oh yeah, that's a combo. That was in base game that would have whiffed the butterfly there, but we've got slightly wider butterflies in this game. Oh, we missed the conversion, but managed to get the throw off anyway.
Okay.
Alright, we're just prediction throwing that out now.
Nice.
You'll probably got an easier time punishing that just because of the far medium. But yeah,
Yeah.
nice little conversion at the end there.
Paladin's pressing a lot. I think they need to slow down a little bit. Let the hits rock out. They're losing out on damage from multi-hits or otherwise not confirming situations. Leaving some damage on the table. And in a matchup against like Matera, it's quite important not to do that.
Yeah, you probably, in that situation there, it's a bit more of an optimization thing, but like doing a full auto combo, then doing the EX arrow would have been able to net you like a full corner combo rather than just a knockdown from the EX arrow. Just to push him in the corner. Oh, close heavy wake up. Let's go.
Oh.
I mean, the raging strike on wake up works out. Oh my god, that's a bad spot. So the Matera probably just wants to look for a chip damage sequence at this point, but we get a low arrow anyway.
Yeah. I wonder if that was a misinput for Super, because I think that would have worked. Maybe? It's hard to say. Nice.
Oh, yeah, there's number one thing in this matchup is that yours love to backflip, and if you don't demonstrate that you're able to deal with the backflip, then they'll just do it all day, every day.
At a low level, backflip is probably like one of, if not the strongest specials in the game.
Wake up throw looks out. The Yule does not want to deal with any butterfly pressure. Unfortunately, he's going to have to deal with it anyway.
Yeah, nice. That's a good spot to BC, I think.
Oh, nice little late jump light, which managed to catch the Yule attacking and managed to get a full combo because of that. Leaving the Yule on 0 BP at this point, which is a good spot for Matera. Probably doesn't have the butterflies ready, so walks backwards, trying to create some space to be safe from it. But unfortunately, there are U skills in this game, and doing anything at a distance is not safe because of that.
UL's U skill isn't great at skipping neutral though. I think if you want to like react to an arrow and super through it, that's a better risk reward than sending the U solid sky, I believe.
I think on reaction to like Matera doing butterflies, that's fine.
Yeah.
Probably didn't want to cancel the butterfly there. It's very unfortunate. He isn't putting out any hitboxes and puts them in a ton of recovery, which allows the Yule to punish afterwards.
Yeah.
SPC. Be able to get out, create some space for ourselves. Oh, that distance really don't want to be doing like arrow rain. It's so easily punishable and just doesn't do a lot for you unless the Yule ends up jumping.
It's first to 3. Okay.
There might be switching characters. Might have realised that Matera, despite being very cool, is a bad character.
Yeah.
Yule.
I'd sort
Yeah,
you
there's a lot of good stuff from Matera there. It's just playing a bit more patiently when it came to defending. Just you have to hold block a lot as Matera. That's just how it is.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got a completely different character here in the Lancelot, very much a rush down as opposed to a zoner. The wake up throw's been working out every single time. I guess that's something for Howl to work on would be just practicing their meaties from most of their knockdown sequences.
You're doing great.
Ooh, nice block.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, just block that.
Or we just want to... I mean, I imagine spot dodging early you'd be able to punish with that, but just safest thing there probably just to block and punish.
Yeah. Also, if you're playing SUL, if you're unsure about a punish, you can usually, if it's close, just do like close light, close heavy, since it does link on hit.
Yeah, again, we see a character stuck in the corner trying to get out other ways when they have free BP on the table.
Ooh, a lot of gambling. Works out. Okay. Next throw. Nice!
Oh, we actually managed to punish Lance jumping off the wall. That's a very rare circumstance.
Yeah, that shit's so hard, man.
Ah, we mess up the combo and then get you DP'd because of it. That's unfortunate.
You see? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, overhead. You can't parry that.
Yeah, can't parry overheads or lows when in the Yule stance.
Oops.
Oh my god, we're just doing stuff. We're doing stuff, it's fine.
Little bit of spaghetti, but it works out.
Those asterisks are.
But yeah, clearly, I mean, I've seen Howl play Yule before. Clearly, getting very experienced with the character. Kamikiri, I thought that was a good attempt with Matera. A lot was going right. It was just like doing, like when you mess up as Matera, you get punished hard for it, and you get put in the corner, and like she struggles in the corner way worse than a lot of other characters in the game. It's just like, it takes a lot of time to like pick up the character, and you feel like you're not playing as well as you actually are because of how badly she can get destroyed when you make these small mistakes that other characters kind of don't have to worry about as much. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was embarrassing at all. It was like there was a lot of solid stuff from that Matera there. Like, it's a beginner intermediate bracket, you're gonna make mistakes, and with a character that you have to play as well as Matera, then it's a tough time. The Lancelot, like there was an understanding of the character there, definitely. I don't think it was as good as the Matera in terms of experience or like time put into them. Just like 1 or 2 drop combos there, but they're definitely getting the hits, and it's just like converting those hits at that point, which is just a matter of practice, really.
Yeah. I assure you, there have been worse matches on stream, and even then, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Odd's been part of many of them. There've been much worse matches.
My first like match on stream was me getting like absolutely fucking wrecked by a Ladiva. Like, yeah, the very first tournament Unset I was streamed in. Oh, that's a long time ago.
But yeah, stream nerves are a real thing as well. And even if you didn't feel like there's like nervous about it, sometimes you just have like bad games against certain characters, or you're not experiencing those circumstances. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
My main advice for Hal would be slow down a little bit. You're losing out on a bunch of confirms, and sometimes you're messing up confirms by pressing too much. You're leaving a fair amount of damage out.
It was fun.
And sometimes, especially as you get into the high levels, that damage that you lose can be the difference.
I don't think the Yule's like DPing a lot. Like, we've seen much more aggressive DPing Yules earlier in the bracket.
It was mostly
I think they were timing them a lot better in the sense that like they were picking their spots for them a lot better, which like in scramble situations you're often going to be pressing buttons just because you expect to win in those points. So you end up doing that, and those DPs like connect like a lot of the time. They're very high percentage DPs. But just being someone who's like patient, like doesn't DP for a long while and then realizes that the opponents forgot about them and then doing it, like yeah, it's tough. And the DPs, like getting hit by DP is not a big deal in this game. It's a small amount of damage and then you get knocked down. And if it's not, as long as it's not a UDP, not even like having to deal with Oki at that point, you just go back to neutral.
As long as it's not like enough to kill you, then it's again practically chip damage, and then you know that, oh, my opponent doesn't want to deal with whatever I'm doing, or they are, if you're doing something reactable, they're looking for a option, and you can use that to inform what you do next.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's tough, especially in this game. But it's definitely possible. It's like like you saw Taiichi in the Psy Games Cup end up getting like, was it 3rd place with Matera in like one of the toughest regions on the planet. It's just she's a character you got to put a bit more work into to get a bit more out of, as opposed to a lot of the other characters. But yeah, don't know what's happening with the bracket at this point. I shall have a look. We got round 5 coming up. I guess we start deciding on stream matches again. Looking at the bracket itself, I don't know. I need to refresh it to see the updated scores. So Ragged Umbrella and Howl, the Yule we just saw was unbeaten throughout the bracket so far, so I won't feel too bad about losing to them. Like Ragged and Howl fighting out for 1st place in this final round. Oh, it's not the final round; it's 5th round. So there's 2 rounds left. Never mind. Don't listen to me. But yeah, those 2 are undefeated and they're facing each other in round 5. So the winner of that one has put themselves in a very nice spot to win the entire thing. I believe Ragged was the Vasaraga we saw earlier, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so understandable. It was a very solid Vasaraga from what we saw. And then there's just like a wide variety of different people across the bracket. I don't know what else we say. There's too many like people on 3 and 1 to like really say. One of the people on 3 and 1 is the Fujoshi Devil, who looks like will be one of the matches on the stream. I don't know if it's the next match. Looks like it's Aroga versus who's put down as Queen Fingertip so far. I'll have to check the stream to see who it actually is. Oh no, Queen Fingertip, that's the actual name, never mind. I don't know if we saw them earlier in the bracket on the Below. We definitely saw Aroga. But yeah, Queen Fingertip put in a pretty decent performance so far going to the bracket. Had to take a bye round, unfortunately, so he's only played 3 matches so far.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Aroga, also pretty solid so far as well. On the Grimnir. Had a tough time against our top tier Vasaraga at the moment. Last time we saw them. But back again against the Belial, another really good character. But I have a better time against the more traditional Grand Blue character.
Nice, good rip up. Does not set the sigils. I don't know when Grimnir wants to set up sigils actually. Okay.
In the corner, definitely after an knockdown, just like 100%. I think if you get the time in neutral, just setting them up there is very strong.
Yeah.
By the time you've used them all, you're almost definitely gonna have them back at some point.
Yeah, and even if you just do like a light one, it forces the opponent to be proactive against Grimnir as well, because you don't want him to just get shit for free, so you have to go and stop him.
Yeah, I don't know about using like the regular winch sigils just in neutral. Just because, unless you like specifically want to jump there with a 5U or something like that, then I don't really see much reason to not do the EX version.
Yeah, I don't. You see some. Quick mash before light gets the rondo.
That's a pretty nice far light that Grimnir has. Got a lot of distance, be able to create some space, be able to push back out if he wanted to, or come back in again with a 6-6L.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fireball's
Bilal's
nice.
Fireball very strong, very able to just sit there, play trade with Grimnir, despite Grimnir being a bit more of a distance character.
Yeah. You can't really jump over them either because of his floaty jump, so gotta roll through them, I guess. Oh,
It's the fake one, but didn't anticipate the command grab at that point.
yeah.
The fake command grab, you can tell by looking at the meter for Bilal. If he goes into 5U stance and the meter's gone down, then it's the fake one, and you want to avoid the command grab that's going to come after you after that.
One more throw's gonna do it, or
So,
just chip damage.
I don't know. I feel like that U command grab has like 100% success rate against me, so I give this advice, but I still get hit by it. Yeah, you just want me blocking the DP there. You don't want me spot dodging. I can see why they spot dodge, just because they're so close to chip point.
Yeah.
But getting the punish there from a spot dodge, you have to spot dodge very early.
Oh, unfortunate.
Battle 3.
1-1.
Begin.
Yeah, pretty so
Jump
far.
startup. Good test and good
Nice
match.
contest there. Buffered into the Asmodeus, leading to some damage and a little knockdown.
Dropping a bunch of hits, unfortunate.
Yeah, like here for instance, not after he starts like trading fireballs with you, but before that, it's probably a good time to try and get out of the wind sigils just to create a lot more for the Bilal to think about.
The setup's quite quick too, isn't it? So it's not like you can see it and then
Yeah,
do
it's very
something
difficult
on
to punish
reaction.
as well. Oh yeah, the thing with the fake one as well is that if you hit him before that, it still has the 5U properties. So you want to be jumping and like punishing it. Yeah, we're doing Bilal corner combos, leading to big damage, and it should be the killer.
Yep, nice.
Yeah, kind of a circumstance again where you got free BP still. Probably want to be using that Brave counter as opposed to other options at that point.
Brave counter or for Raging Strike. It's either or. Ooh, could have confirmed it to something more. Weird.
There's the exact circumstance like that. Far heavy is really good. Like the initial hit of it comes out so fast that if they're running in, a lot of times you'll catch people running in, and that leads to a combo at that point.
Nice.
And then there's the follow up as well, which just covers so much ground. So even if they didn't run in, you're gonna get them on block at least. So that's gonna be a death as well. Very nice.
Nice.
But you can run in such a circumstance where you dodge the initial hit but manage to punish the far hit before it comes out, and as we saw there. Yeah, we're seeing some like regular rune sigils coming out, which is fair enough. They'll stay on the screen and allow Grimnir movement as we just saw there, allows him to get in on Bilal and start off his pressure, which is very nice. Probably
Yeah.
could have comboed there, but it's very difficult to like confirm those far lights.
Nice. Excellent with Raging Strike. And yeah, good combo.
It's a combo. But yeah, we'll see if he goes for the command grab after this one. He's not quite close to dying yet, so he's probably just going to go for regular attack. Nah, there's the command grab. I know Bilal players.
Yeah.
Always wanting to end the game on like their command grabs. Right, so we're going to see if we get a set up here. Oh, I probably didn't win with a 2H, but works out, but unfortunately we get thrown into corner.
Yeah.
Using the sigils to get out, very good.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be spot dodging, just block it and you can punish.
Oh, could
I could have probably gone into super there.
No, unfortunate.
That's sad, that's unfortunate, yeah.
It's hard to keep track of these things while you're playing, but you have to, because yeah, you could have won the round there if you had managed to keep the awareness. That's it. Yeah, you get clipped, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean that's gonna happen. I won't feel too bad about that.
Yeah.
It's only when you're getting hit by like DPs all the time that you start like thinking, oh, I need to change my game plan to be looking out for them a lot more. Just getting hit by them once or twice, that just happens, and it's just like part of the game basically.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Did Rune lose the ability to do fuzzies with the change they made this patch anyway? I don't know.
Shall we begin?
What was that?
Did Grimnir lose the ability to fuzzy overhead with the patch anyway? Is the change like you could cancel a frame of recovery or whatever with the L button in the air?
Honestly,
You
I've
can't do
only
that
heard like
anymore.
Zeta mains talk about the fuzzy, so I don't know what's happening with Grimnir, to be honest. I can't remember if the fuzzy actually involved using the guard cancel, the jump guard cancel thing they nerfed in the current patch.
I have
I
no
can
clue,
see
to
it
be
being the
honest.
case, because it does seem kind of against the design philosophy of Grand Blue to have those kinds of 50-50s in the game.
Yeah. Story jump, but yeah, even if it's blocked, then you get a plus frame, so it's fine.
But apparently Grimnir's fuzzy didn't involve the guard thing, so he should be fine. And
Alright.
to be honest, he kind of needs it in this game. Oh, we get the command grab 5U follow-up thing with the DP, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, just one hit.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the kill! Okay.
Well, yeah, it's command. It's the I mean, it's the U version of the command grab, which already does a chunk of change.
Yeah, 1 BP left as well.
Yeah, they've been like, there's kind of like almost 100% success rate with those U command grabs. The only instance being like the DP that just accidentally caught it. Ah, yeah. That's the one time with the VCs is like when they're at far distance, like you only really want to be using it when they're at close distance as well. I'm making it more complicated than it seems to use VC, but
You definitely need to.
just press the button when they do the medium or heavy close to you. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just unfortunate. I wouldn't let that dissuade you from using it in the future.
Yep. It's very easy to like have an option like that fail and then go, oh, I shouldn't use this, but figuring out why it doesn't work is more important than, oh, this didn't work once or twice, I will never do it again in the set, and then you lose out on that mental stack entirely. Oh,
Stomp.
nice.
Stomp combos and counter. Yeah, we're kind of like exchanging with Belial here. So it's kind of working out, even though you probably wouldn't expect Grimnir to win this exchange.
Yeah.
Ah, we missed that meeting, or we went for some sort of delayed option, which immediately gets thrown.
Could have confirmed. That's kind of whatever, like a little bit of damage.
I mean, he's like he's spending 50 meter to do a 5U,
Oh.
which isn't like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Battle 2.
But yeah, you should be looking out for it as a rogue at this point. Yeah, this is what you see a lot of Grimners do. They'll just hover over the top of their wind charm, threatening to zoom in as really fast,
Yeah.
and just like throwing out far heavies and fireball. Unfortunately, Belial is one of the characters that can compete with Grimnir's fireball very well. Like when you're in those fireball walls, like throwing out the EX version of the fireball just to get the hit in and like be able to start your offense isn't a bad idea. Or the U fireball as well, because you get the hard knockdown off that.
Good extension. A lot of damage. Ooh, whiffs. Unfortunate.
Good punished. It was a bit awkward though, so I can see why it didn't happen.
Kind of hit. Nice.
Combo.
I should have spent. I think you should have spent the.
Oh yeah,
100%
100% should have gone into SSPA, but it was very awkward in that like we weren't sure if we were going to build the meter for it before the end of the auto combo.
Yeah. And even then, I would argue spend the RC or RC there, because not having your BP isn't going to matter. You're going to die on the next hit anyway. So.
Ah, you
send it.
minus. You can't be pressing.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of circumstance where, I mean, you got 3 BP there. I can see doing like the jump scare neutral maybe just to catch the hit is fine. But the best option there at that point is just to block the next hit, BC them back, and then put them on chip point. And Grimnir's pretty good at chipping out opponents because he's got a lot of like fast acting mid-range roos, and he's also got the projectiles as well.
Yeah. Oh. That was, yeah. 100% a DP.
Yeah, I mean, the EX DP does recover quite fast, so
Nice.
it can be difficult to punish when you don't get hit by it or you don't block it. Ooh, we're getting a lot of inadvertent hits there. It's just that they're the end of our block string, so we can't really react to it. Probably didn't want that, but
Box it. Nice.
that's fine.
Oh, no.
Alright, at this point, you definitely want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We finally finished it. I was very scared with how close it was getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. If someone is like just above chip point, if you hit them with a BC and they get put at chip point, there's like It's so shit to get hit by that, and you know it's coming.
Yeah,
So you have to
the
adjust
BC
your
does, I don't know if you'd class it as chip damage, but it does that on hit. So if you BC someone attacking you, then you can put them on chip point, and it becomes much easier to win the game at that point.
Yeah, well,
Instead of getting a hit, you just have to make them block a special.
yeah.
By chip point, we mean like when the opponent has like 0 health on their bar, and like at that point they're at a special health value where like if they block a special, they'll die.
Yeah, the way chip works
It's only
in
on
this
the
game,
very last point of health though. If they have more than that, then the chip won't kill them.
yeah, you can get reduced to 0 or 1 in a combo, and then you have to return to neutral. Then the game lets you die to tip point or tip damage from a special.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! Gets past the fireball
I think a
activation.
lot, yeah, like I explain that type of thing. I know like probably a lot of beginners are aware of like fighting game terminology, but sometimes we do get caught in the weeds a bit of the fact that we're using a lot of terminology that people aren't familiar with, so it's good to explain it sometimes.
There's also small variations between each game sometimes.
It's the FGC terminology is sort of just like complete. It's like the English language. Like there's a bunch of stuff that means contradictory things for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, like some games, chip point is close enough that the next special will kill you, rather than you have to get put into 1 health. That's chip point, and now you die from the next special, shit like that.
Like if someone plugs, that means they unplugged. it's kind of silly.
My favorite is just fuzzy. What the fuck does fuzzy mean? Yes, at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's when you don't press the button straight away. That's all it means at this point.
Should be able to kill her, I think? Oh, does that kill? Okay, yeah, it
I'll
does.
definitely kill. Aroga's holding the button to make Grimnir screw up his line. That's a bit mean.
Isn't there a random chance for that to happen anyway?
There's a random chance if you just leave it, I think. But you can guarantee it by like holding it or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Nice.
alright, that works. That's cool. Get like a big air conversion off that as well.
Yep.
Mids. Oh no, you haven't got the Japanese version. You've got the English version, so he's saying something else for y'all. I've got the Japanese on, so I'm not suffering like all of you are from Loba's English choices.
Yep.
Oh, that's punishable. Yeah, the U version, it's like a very good jump scare, but it's punishable for some reason.
Yeah, at this point, you have 3 VP. Just
Yeah, at this point you don't need to be doing attacks. You just need to block an attack and then BC it.
like, even if they block it, then it's your turn.
And you're losing your BP anyway on this super, so... You may as well spend it earlier. You still, even though you've only got 1 BP at the point, you still want to BC as soon as it... Like, yeah, just wait and block.
Yeah.
You'd been in... Yeah, you would have been in a very good spot to win that game if you just blocked something and then BC'd it.
It's
But
such a pain in the ass.
it's very not intuitive compared to a lot of other fighting games in that regard, because it's a unique mechanic to Granblue that doesn't really make sense on top of on first inspection. Doesn't make sense when you played the game for like 3 or 4 months now, but it's there and you should exploit it.
Yeah, like, one of the worst feelings in this game is I'm almost at chip point. My opponent's life bar is almost full, and they have 3 BP left, and I know I have to somehow not get hit by BC 3 times, or I'm going to lose this, like, almost by default.
Yeah, that's one of the situations that people complain about. But yeah, it was a very close set. It was very good to watch. Could have gone either way. Ended up going to Queen Fingertips, so congratulations to them. Yeah, next we got Samu, who's up and coming Charlotta main. Been seeking out the help of better players such as Socky, and going up against like tough competition or to try and improve. So that's always good to see. And we're going to see them play against the Fujoshi Devil, who's on the Siegfried. Very strong character in this game. Has some really good options, and brand new to Ryzen as well.
I've also heard this matchup is kind of ass for Charlotta.
Saki might tell you that, yeah, but you know, it's probably 5-5. You know how Saki is. He'll just complain about anything. If he isn't winning it constantly, then it's just like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. I can never win.
If you keep going, I'm pretty sure Sokka's going to manifest behind you at this point.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get him to appear in chat and bully me.
Bro, you're making me manifest because these are beginners. They don't know that you're the guy that does this stuff, not Saki.
No, I'm not the guy.
You
No,
are absolutely the
that's
guy that does what you're saying. They're just
Look,
memeing
I'm
it.
trying to commentate. This Tio keeps coming on, interrupting, trying to get his own word in. Won't let me spread my gospel in peace.
Your
Is that what we call-
propaganda.
It's a parable of that guy on the street who was like proselytizing about his religion, and he was getting bullied by the Romans, and then like Jesus came up and was like, "Hey, don't bully him." Come here.
Siegfried.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Jesus. Anyway, we start
Shall
again.
we begin? Battle 1. Begin.
Oh yeah, so Charlotte, very much a rushdown character, wants to get inside, wants to start establishing her pressure strings in the corner. It's very tough to deal with. Unfortunately, gets the
Unfortunate.
cross up there, but oh, we're not going to side swap. We're going to fake a side swap to get them blocking the other way and get a punish them for that. Was very nice.
Yeah.
There's one of Siegfried's best twos, his EX Fireball. Very difficult to deal with, allows him to run in and establish his own pressure.
Yeah.
Nice little raging strike caught up in the block string there. Manages to put Siegfried at only a single BP.
Yeah.
It's going to take 30% more damage now. Although Charlotte is as well, but has a lot more health to deal with. Yeah, that's... At that point, like Siegfried is minus at that point. It's not punishable, but it gets caught like not blocking, and therefore Samu takes the first round.
Yeah. I'm trying to determine if Fujoshi is like actively sticking out buttons a lot, or if they're patient and just backing off. Because they were very active at the start, but now seems content to try and gain some space and throw fireballs. And I believe 1 BP is 20%, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, they're doing like regular DPs. I wouldn't recommend that when you're trying to get out of pressure. You probably want to go for the EX DP at that point, or the UDP if you want to get the hard knockdown. But yeah, we can use the fireball to establish pressure. We're trying to be careful of any DPs at this point. Samu hasn't really like shown that they're very willing to DP at this point, so not too sure about doing that. But I mean, it's early in the round, so you just kind of doing your plan A of being as careful as possible and trying to see what your opponent is doing, and hopefully analyze them at that point.
Yeah. One thing against Charlotta, if you see her do the 214H, the slash there, you can BC that on reaction, and she will get counter hit.
Yeah,
She does-
it
She
depends
goes from,
where.
yeah, getting plus frames to eating the BC and then taking a hard knockdown, and her pressure just ends.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where it is. If it's in the corner, I would say, like, if you've got the BP it every single time. Mid-screen, there isn't really a lot of threat from the Charlotte. You kind of just return to neutral after she's finished doing that series, so it might not be worth doing it at that point. It depends on the game state, I would say. Oh. Ah. Yeah, with the throw, Fujoshi realizing that they are a little too slow on the punish and decided not to do anything, and then Samu recognizing that and going in with her own attacks.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, the demon flip, a common thing that we talk about in these beginner brackets when it comes to Charlotte. You want to try and block that. Well, you want to be crouch blocking that instead of stand blocking it, as the command grab leads to a full combo, the low leads to a full combo, but if she goes for the overhead, then that just causes a knockdown and a small amount of damage. So like that's the least risky option against it, if you're not able to like DP it on reaction.
Yeah, compared to all the other options, eating the overhead is practically chip damage.
Yeah. So you see the Charlotte demon flipping. If you can DP it, but if you're not ready, then you want to be crouch blocking it. Samu won game 1.
Ooh, oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, there's Charlotte as well. It's like one thing you want to remember is that the DP is on the way up and it goes down as well. So you have to be ready to block both aspects of it before doing your punish.
You're doing great.
Nice.
Ooh, nice
2H.
little anti-air here. Should have
Press
some big
properly.
damage.
Yeah, nice. Catch that
Yeah,
well.
it's a bad spot for Charlotte at this point. Goes for the UDP instead of the BC. Works out in the end. Gets the side swap with the Demon Flip as well. At this point, this is another situation where, yep, BC. And now you see the benefits of using that BC there. That for Joshi gets to establish their pressure and
Oh,
could have gone for the kill there. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't get any combo from that. Ah, nice wait from Samu. Bits out the DP. Again, Charlotte are very close to dying. Still have 1 BP left, so your probably best bet there, instead of going for the DP, is to wait for the attack and then BC it back, Brave counter it.
Battle 1. Begin.
Ooh, was ready for the clash there, manages to win it because of that. As we see there, there's the overhead, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. It causes a soft knockdown as well, so it's the least worst option out of the three.
Yeah.
So as a layer 1, generally you want to be crouch blocking that.
In that instance, I think
As we
you can
see
extend
here,
it.
it should lead to a combo, which is much more damage than the overhead we saw earlier.
Yeah, I think Samu could have Radiant Strike, still kept the combo going, and then spent SSBA, or SBA, sorry, and gotten effectively wasted a breakpoint. It's like a minor optimization to keep in mind. If you have 3 BP and you can Radiant Strike or like spend something in your combo.
Ooh, gets caught jumping, gonna lead to big damage now.
Oh, I missed it. Unfortunate. Oh, stands.
We got caught stand blocking again, and it's gonna lead to big damage because of that. Probably going into SBA. Yeah, see how much damage there is compared to just like taking the overhead.
Yeah.
Nice BC,
Nice.
very much appreciate that. We're going into the Raging Strike.
I think
Didn't think they would have got enough damage to kill there. Might have been able to, we don't know. But we get the kill anyway at the end.
I think with SSBA that would have killed, but like it's hard to recognize that stuff like in the moment.
But yeah, yeah. The thing with the Demon Flip as well is like the command grab that you see, it can only hit on standing opponents. That's why we're saying to crouch block it. If they attempt the command grab when they're crouching, they will whiff it, and you can punish them for it. Oh, we've run out of VP here. I'm not sure where we lost all our VP, but that's probably... Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the... We might have been able to kill with like a basketball combo or something like that, but we get big damage anyway, and that leads to a kill there, yeah. Very dominant performance from Samu there. Definitely the training has paid off. Looking a lot more... a lot better with the character, a lot more comfortable with it than earlier brackets that we've seen him in. So yeah, very good. For Joshi, I think the main thing was just like matchup and familiarity. Like for example, the demon flips. Like if you are crouch blocking those situations, then you are not taking like half your health every time they get the demon flip grab, and then you have a much better chance of winning those rounds because of it. And it probably would have been a lot closer just doing that one thing. There's obviously other things in the matchup there as well. In regards to like, you know, Charlotte's jump being a bit awkward to deal with, and her pressure as well. But I'd say the biggest thing was that demon flip.
Yeah, I know Charlotte can like halfway air stall and avoid some 2Hs, but I wonder if Siegfried's is so high that
It's not gonna with Siegfried, bro.
yeah. So if you can
that
react
thing
in time,
reaches to the moon and back.
yeah. So if you do manage to react in time to demon flip and pressure, you can just 2H and cash out with big damage. You know it's gonna counter hit if it's demon flip anyway.
Yeah, if it's like a demon flip in like neutral or something. Like, a lot of the demon flips Samu was doing at good times though. It was like on Wake Up Oki where they wouldn't have time to 2H. So in those situations, just like crouch blocking is the best thing, or going for the DP if it wasn't like safe, as long as it was safe to do so. But I'll say, like, if you got DP, it's best option against the Demon Flip, then you're putting yourself at less risk, whereas the 2H, you have 11 frames of startup or whatever it is that you can get hit out of if you're a bit too slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been in my existence as Matero as well, so I'm always blocking it constantly, not really punishing it very often.
Yeah. It depends on how
But that's
confident
just
you're
me
feeling.
as a skill issue.
It's always, if you're looking for an option but don't feel confident that you're gonna be on the ball enough to like 2H it or whatever, just DP, it's fine.
Yeah, DPs are very good.
And if you don't have a DP, then BT after you get hit by something +1.
Just be better at character select. But yeah, in the Clash of the Titans, the Ragged Umbrella versus Howl, Ragged Umbrella came out on top, 3-1. So it's looking very good for them at the moment. They're undefeated, the only person undefeated throughout the bracket. Have one more game against Kamikiri that we saw earlier, was on the Matera and Lancelot. Did say that they were very, very solid off stream, so we'll see if Loba punishes them by putting them on stream again. But yeah, Hal will be playing against Samu, so that's a Yul versus Charlotte. Both seemed like very good players from what we saw on stream, so that should be a good matchup between them two as well. So they're both on 4 wins and 1 loss as well, so should be important to the standings. Although the standings don't really matter too much when it comes to this bracket. Like, you know, of course it's nice to win and all that, but the primary aim of the bracket is to get experience with a lot of different people around or slightly above your level. You know, a lot of times when you go into like tournaments that run throughout the week, it's like stacked with like absolute killers. Who
You get hit by like Sonic San or something round 1, and you get sent to loses immediately.
Yeah. Like when the skill gap is like that big, then a lot of times you don't get a lot out of it. You're not able to like establish any sort of game plan. You kind of get a bit overwhelmed. Whereas if you're playing people who are like only slightly above you or just around the same level as you, it's you can often get like a lot more out of it, and like hopefully take some notes and stuff and say like, oh, I didn't know how to deal with this. I need to practice how to deal with this, or I need to ask what I'm supposed to do against that. That's the best use of this bracket, I believe.
And also just getting used to the format. Like first 2 or 3 in tournaments, like it's fucking brutal. You have very little time to feel your opponent out and adapt to what you're doing. And I don't think it's an uncommon feeling to be like last game, last round, and then you start to like recognize what your opponent's doing, but it's too late, and you lose the set because of it. And also, I can assure you, if you're feeling nervous in a tournament, everyone else is as well. They're just maybe feeling it less than you. Like for every mistake you're making, you know every single mistake you're making, but you don't know how many like flubs your opponent are making with like their decision making or controls or whatever. So just focus on playing your best is an important thing.
Yeah.
2B.
The first matchup in this round, we got Piols versus who's this again? I'm looking at my own screen. I'm looking at Nerdle. Okay. I don't believe these two have been on stream so far, so
Don't think
good
so?
to get them on. That's nice. Both start with round start jump forward. Very aggressive.
Yep.
Yeah, we get to see another 2B as well, so brand new character. Very exciting to see.
Bit of mashing on makeup, works out. Oh,
Oh, and far range DP there. Ends up working
nice.
out there. See, 2B's massive 2H, very useful. Didn't quite get the conversion there though, but we get the auto combo sequence with the far heavy, and that's going to lead to big damage. Very nice.
Oh,
Oh, just didn't wake up SBA, and it works out because the 2B's pop press.
yeah, punishable.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
punishable, so probably don't want to be doing that on block too often.
Nice.
Oh, we get the big laser, and then didn't quite finish the sequence. We
the
do
top.
5U to get out of there. That's fine. I think it's probably like a half decent use for the 5U is to press it when you're like minus or something like that, enough for it to come out. And if it doesn't come out, you just end up backing up a bit, and your opponent isn't really ready for it. But if you do that, you get to maybe take your turn back afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, you could cancel buttons into it as well to like try and gain some space from your box string. So that's fine. Oh, cost something there. That was
press
DP, 100%. You can't tell me otherwise. Oh, catches something again.
Yeah, it's very dangerous because it's kind of like quiet in its startup, the command grab, but it can lead to a full combo mid-screen if you don't end up blocking it. Best thing you can do against it is spot dodge, as we said earlier. Spot dodging the what do we call it, grappling hook or whatever, will end up I was like, there's no one at the cavern, and I looked down and it's Uno because he's so small.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he's just a little guy.
we get the Uno coming out now. That's nice. But yeah, the
2B.
best thing to do against it is to like spot dodge. Then 2B becomes very punishable. You can at least try and get in and take your turn if she misses
Shall we
it,
begin?
which is very nice. But if you got some long distance buttons like Uno's far heavy, for example, it'll maybe let you get in.
Oh, interesting option.
So, we did get the counter on the non-perfect hammer sequence there. That led to a combo, which is very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'll say the big thing for Nerdle here would be, yeah, just like blocking these sequences a bit more. The parry works out. The parry's okay, like initially, but the fact that 2B can like just back up after a chains probably doesn't make it best to do within those chains. But yeah, doing this here with Uno.
No, you gotta be ready for that. It's plus on block 2. So if you're waiting for it specifically, gotta spot dodge it.
Yeah, it's a nice little zoning sequence by Nerdle. Managed to keep 2B at bay for quite a while. Oh, I'm gonna get a combo here, very nice.
Oh,
We're trying to bait something on Wake Up, just going straight for the SSB. Probably not the best idea in the world. But, like, if they're pressing on Wake Up in that instance, then you can go into SSB off the actual button presses.
the ball bound
And
or a
if they
grab.
don't, you end up just not being in a punishable situation like you were after the SSBA. See 2B's Gravity Well, probably for the first time in stream, I think. I think it's a very good, useful tool, although probably difficult to use initially because it's not something that causes damage or like puts your opponent in a disadvantageous state.
Yeah.
But being able to control your opponent's move is pretty strong. Again, we're using the SBA as a reversal. This time it works out.
Makes more sense there when they're pressing a button, like especially
yeah,
since they can rift cancel it.
Uno's SBA does quite a lot of damage on like non-cinematic as well, so it's pretty nice. But we also get SSBA in return here. Yeah, we're back to even there. Oh, but we get caught pressing at a far distance, and one thing 2B is very good at is to punish whiffs with like forward advancing normals.
Yeah, her 5M crosses a crazy amount of distance, to be honest.
Oh yeah. It's pretty negative on hit, although she can like cancel into her combo sequences after, and at that point you need to know how to deal with those sequences. But yeah, it's a very strong option for her. It's really good. We're going to see a third switch here. It's like a Nerdle coming from the school of Dudikoff in terms of just switching after every matchup that they lose just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
See how the Sora's does. Sora's probably a lot more aggressive than Uno when it comes to getting in. Round start. I don't know what is the flurry of punches sequences. It's usually more of a thing you see when on a block string or something like that, just to keep pressure established.
Yeah.
Yeah, using the BP to keep the 2B in the corner. That's a decent option. We managed to get a decent amount of damage from that as well. Very nice.
Ooh.
And we got the
No
Razor
BC
Strike in the middle there. It's, I mean, probably wouldn't expect it given that they're only on 1 BP, so I'd say fair enough. And they've done a lot of damage out of it so far as well.
Yep.
Oh, nice sweep.
Okay, yeah, box it.
Yeah, I mean, if you end up blocking it, you kind of just have to accept the sequence that comes after that. So it was a nice little block there. Went for the DP, didn't work out, but then we got a sweep afterwards. Very nice.
Yep. Oh, jumps over the hammer.
Managed to jump the hammer this time. Yeah. Oh,
Bad.
managed to catch the forwards medium punch with a EX up kick, which is nice.
The crush value on that kick is insane.
Oh yeah. Like when I was playing Sora, it's like one thing to just like do the up kick constantly with like just the L and M versions, and like people couldn't deal with it at all.
That's like no recovery.
Yeah.
Blocks the middle of the beam, nice. Ooh, catches
Yeah,
something.
blocking the lasers pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind doing the U punch there. Like the 2B has been very active when they're at distance, so trying to catch something with that is very fine.
Yep. Gets back in again.
Oh, misses the throw and gets punished with the U punch for it. So yeah,
Too early, I
getting
think.
one on the board with the Soras. Yeah, it was. I think
Shall we begin?
Nerdle was still in block stun, so that's why the throw didn't end up working out.
Yeah.
That's the thing, when you got these moves that put you so positive, like trying to do throw afterwards can be a bit awkward. You kind of have to delay it slightly just to give them a chance to get out of the block stun and be in a throwable state.
Yeah. What is it, like 5, 7 frames of throw protection? It's
I have no
fairly
idea, man.
generous.
I just go on vibes.
Nice contest.
Yeah, it's a problem with being minus at like a distance against 2B. Like that far medium reaches so far that she can immediately like put you into a block situation just because of that. Do some empty jumps into throw, seems to be working out pretty well so far. Tried to bait a throw there, doesn't come out, we get the mash instead. Nerdle blocks it, but afterwards takes the hit.
Battle 2. Begin.
Ooh, jump in, works out.
You're doing great.
Woo. Oh, the whiff cancel actually working out there.
Yeah,
Blocking
so
the chain again.
I mean, I think one of the best things for 2B is the fact that she can whiff these buttons and continue a sequence afterwards as though she had hit the opponent character.
Just amazing.
As every other character in the game, if they whiff a button mid-screen or whatever, they can't like just cancel it into another normal button.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice
catch the button.
little bait
The
with the 2-hit auto combo into the U punch. Forced to spend the BP there. Now we're on 0 BP.
Oh, the clash.
The clash with a far medium, and 2B isn't in the best situation there because if she presses any other button, she just goes into the next hit of her sequence. So if she's not ready with her throw, like the opponent doing like a 5L will win there.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Oh, throws out the gravity. It doesn't stop the punch though. It's just too powerful.
Fairly respectable damage. Good corner carry from that though.
Oh,
So worth
we're
spending.
ready for the punch. We seem to be waiting for something, but we weren't ready for the U punch apparently.
Doing great.
Woo! Okay, no whip punish.
Yeah, with the U punch as well, best thing you can do is spot dodge it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
got
minus on
armor.
block, isn't it?
It is minus on block, but if you want to be able to punish it, then spot dodging it is the best option.
Yeah.
It's got armor, so if you try and throw out a button, it'll just absorb that hit and punch you anyway. But yeah, 2B pulling it back towards the end there. It's a lot closer than that last set with the Soras against the 2B. So
Operator 6-0 to 2B. It is time for your
by no
regularly
means a
scheduled
bad
target.
showing for Nerdle there. I think the Soras was definitely working out.
Nothing to report.
Yeah.
She's just saying like pod there. So I don't think she's like beginning her speech or a log entry. The log entries in the game isn't aren't spoken, you just read them as well. So I imagine that was definitely a great thing. I don't think it was a bug as Loba was saying earlier.
I can't remember. Might be an oversight. Who knows?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I disagree. I'll wait to be proven wrong.
I do not know that. Like, if the lips are moving and she doesn't talk, then I would assume that's an oversight.
Well, it just seems like she's saying pod there, like she's going to say something to the pod. Apparently you gotta watch Uma Musume. What? You're playing useless? I wasn't expecting that one.
I played,
oh, it was 3-1. Oh, yeah, the Soras won a game. I didn't realize that, sorry. Yeah, I remember that taking place now. Yeah, I mean, it happened so fast. They only, like, it was like a really quick win for Nerdle there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just waiting for the second person in our last game of the evening.
A possible rat.
Could we possibly have a rat on the stream? That deep fried rat? It's not actually a shrimp, it's actually a rat.
I don't like that thought.
Well, it's in your head now and you're going to finger it every time you see it now.
Hmm.
Eustace.
I don't know about that. I'll have to purge it from my memory soon enough.
Oh, good luck with that. Anyway, Eustace versus Belial. Usually
bad
people
matchup,
would say...
I think. for
Usually
Eustace.
people would say that Belial has the advantage in this matchup. Like Eustace... It's difficult for... Belial has a lot of forward advancing normals and specials. His fireball is very good at like just giving him opportunities to get in himself and discouraging the other person from throwing fireballs. There's the prismatic weapons we were waiting for earlier.
Battle 1. Begin.
So Bilal generally has a good time with this, but Eustace can still play a little bit, and you know, as we see there, Eustace is kind of an awkward character for a lot of people to deal with. They don't really know what to do against the grenades. He has his projectiles cover ranges that other projectiles don't really cover, so it can be a bit difficult for people to learn how to deal with.
Oh, too early.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the correct thing to do, but I did it too early. It might discourage them from doing it ever again, unfortunately.
Yeah. Don't be, if you're ever in that situation, you were correct. Just do it a little bit better. Lamau, next time.
Just do it correct.
Correct.
But yeah, Bilal cheats a bit. Like on his jump-ins, his jump heavy just like wins so much for no good reason. Oh, he got hit. The get hit tech prevent the command grab from hitting. Weren't quite ready to punish it, unfortunately, though.
The
Tries
get
to
hit
jump
tech
out, gets caught by the medium, unfortunately.
is very real, to be honest.
Battle 2. Begin.
Well, I said it possible. I didn't say it was a rat. You know what I mean?
Ooh, what?
Oh, nice reaction to the dive in there, I guess. Ah, we didn't press the right thing. We pressed 2U or something now.
There we go, nice.
Finally, we got Eustace. Now, Eustace's anti-has are pretty good. Despite what we've seen so far, where they should have worked, they lead to big damage.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
gonna
still
throw in
in.
there. That's fine.
Am I
Might be a
pressing?
fault there. Yeah.
What?
Oh my god! Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened there?
Oh, combo limit. Unfortunate.
Yeah, someone clip that. Jeez.
The setup.
Yeah, they both went for so one went for the X fireball, one for the U fireball, and the U fireball one. Yeah, so I guess that's just a thing for Eustace to hard call out DPs when they've got the green grenade out. Is the run DP that he has himself. Like the invincibility is enough to stop the DP itself, the opponent's DP from hitting, and their DP hitting, and they just bounce into the green grenade. So yeah, it's very nice tech. See the U command grab again, very awkward to deal with.
Yeah. Again, I'm honestly fine if they hit that. Oh, I didn't spot us in time. Unfortunate.
Doing great.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, very nice.
Like-
Oh, we both threw
Nice.
it, and we managed to punish as well. Very nice.
Rise up as many times as you want.
Yeah, nice little win on the board against Bilal there. Some demonstrating some tasty Eustace stuff. But definitely, Eustace definitely one of the more interesting characters to watch in this game in terms of like how he plays the game and just the combo routes he has as well.
Yeah, nice bait. Catches up to us.
Yeah, when on Eustace's dash in, the fact that he can just do that and he's invincible during the jump back up it makes it not a very good idea to do a DP against it like that.
And even then, if you get hit, like as long as you don't get counter hit low by that,
Yeah,
there's
the MDP
much
again.
time to get away.
MDP is plus unblocked. You shouldn't be pressing there unless you're taking a big risk. Oh, just out of
Missed.
range. Loses the BP, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just goes for the command grab. Nice.
Oh no!
And goes for an O1, U1.
Oh.
And even with the 50% reduced damage, that's going to kill.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Begin.
Yeah. Recognizing that Suzu was very passive, so taking advantage of that.
Yeah, command
Absolutely
grabs are very good
advantage.
against people just holding down back.
Yep.
And as long as they're not ready to react, yeah, you can just go for it.
Nice.
Oh,
contested
ready with
sign.
the mash that time. Very nice. We're adapting.
Ooh,
And
converts.
the grenade hits. Oh, we didn't get any follow-up after the pin, and we weren't ready for the U command grab. Doesn't do as much damage because I think it was
Nice.
still on cooldown.
Get a kill there.
Should be able to go to SPA, right?
Nice. Not dead.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Uh,
this is going to be close. I'm not going to say it.
Battle 3. Begin.
Round start 5U. Yes, definitely Bilal, man. Oh, using the MDP as bait to get some mashes going.
Oh, the close heavy hit there, I think. That's fine. Like eating a
I
fight,
mean,
you
if you
like
get hit by 5U, it's not a big deal. Yeah, if they're coming towards you with a command grab there, yeah, you can just hit them. If it's early in the command grab, yeah, just like neutral jump and then punish. If you back off, it can be a bit awkward to like time your actual punish and go in and get a big punish because of that. So best thing to do if you see the command grab is to jump, neutral jump anyway.
My issue with jumping the command grab is I always jump back instead of upwards.
Oh yeah, that's like your reactive reaction to it, just because you're already holding down back, so you're trying to get as like up as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, unfortunate.
I believe that there might be. I think if you block that like crouching and then going to the 2H, you can probably get the 2H there, but it's tight and difficult to do.
There might
I'm
be
not
some
even sure
button,
if you can do that.
like
There's
close
definitely
end.
some characters like Gia can do like a close heavy against it, for example.
Yeah. You'd have to lab
But
it
yeah,
out.
best thing
but-
to do is just block it and then punish afterwards.
Yeah. It is possible maybe you just get like count it close medium or something, but I don't know what's best for his routing. You'd have to lab it like you said.
But yeah, so just block and punish. Yeah, worry about being optimal there. Just do the basics.
Simple, that's not a dud.
I mean, if you want to lab it, go ahead and lab it. It's like free country, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh. National wake up into the Raging Strike, a very strong option.
Nice block. No.
Ah, don't spot dodge
dodge.
the second part. I would have spot dodged in the second part. There we go, now we can punish. Alright, we're learning.
Oh. No. the
Just
jump
too late
in.
on the 2H, unfortunately. It's a lot harder to anti-air Bilal
Battle 2.
compared to most other characters, just because that jump heavy is so wide and goes so far.
Yeah. Damn, that worked.
Yeah, again, if you get hit by 5U, it's like whatever, who cares?
Yeah. It's just annoying. Like, maybe you lost a special. Nice. Yeah. Good answer. Good combo.
Going to the
Catches
green
out.
grenade. Oh, now we're trying to do a grab. He does a wake up command grab, it works out. Jesus.
Delay command grab. I can sort of respect it.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that LDP recovers really fast. It's kind of awkward to punish, actually, because it pushes your way into far button range as well.
Yeah. One thing to be aware of is that I'm pretty sure every LDP lost the actual invul in this game. They're more of a combo tool. So if you're going to commit for a
Nice reactions.
reversal, do like medium or heavy. Oh, nice U skill.
The first U skill works out, unfortunately, and now with the chip point, it's gonna
Yeah,
take time now
really.
to get back into it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the DP to come out.
I think I would say U fireball instead. Oh,
You can still do a HDP. Yeah, there we go.
good patience from Rat there. Just playing it safe. No reason to
I
take
think,
big
I think
risks.
he's probably been a little too patient, to be honest, but it still works out.
Yeah.
Shall we begin? Battle 1. Begin!
I mean,
Huh?
Blar's been doing medium all game, Lover. Come on.
Oh no. Walk forward fireball incident. Oh,
Oh, the
almost knocked
balls
over.
just managed to come into play there.
Catch some low. Nice conversion with Radiant Strike.
That's worked out so many times. I think if you're Susie at this point, the run up to you is something you definitely need to be aware of.
I think that's underrated or like not done enough, to be honest. Like sweep into Radiant Strike.
Just
Oh,
not enough
nice.
time to get the explosion on the grenade, unfortunately, there, but does the same thing again. This time goes for the U command grab. Oh, we just missed the conversion.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Now Bilal's in a really good spot. But we
Fair
got the
enough.
UDP still.
Yeah.
Take the round
Return
because
to
of that.
sender.
Battle 2. Begin! Doing great!
Yeah, again. Just gotta hold that MDP unless you want to take a risk on a DP. Or...
Doing great!
If you're too
Yeah.
slow, like that's a good point to God cancel or sorry, break counter at least. If you're too
Yeah,
slow,
I think if you're in Bilal's pressure, like your best bet is to brave cancel fairly early. Like you've taken so much incidental damage just from like stray hits in the corner there, and you've also lost your BP as well because of the raging strike. It's like just use your BP to get back to neutral.
Battle 3. Begin!
nice. Gets that switch optimal.
Bilal's stop using 5U, please. It's not good.
Belial going up an entire tier because they removed 5U. Damn.
I mean, it worked out there, but you really shouldn't.
Mashing a bit, what's that? Catches the spot dodge. Yeah, from here,
Oh,
that
that's
might...
66. It's a pretty good
That's
button,
not
not at that range, but
Oh, catches it! Doesn't get... I'm pretty sure far heavy or something could have worked there. Or at least maybe run up sweep,
yeah,
something.
look I don't think we see enough 6-6 alpha in this Bilal. With the amount of pressure he's able to establish, like he's trying to like trying to go deep in on every run in, or try and like 5U to get his way in, or get a knockdown from distance. Like
You'll
Bilal
kill?
6XL is like dangerous. I know, yeah, it should be going.
Nice.
It should be going to a final game, 2-2.
Rise up as many times as you want.
That was cool.
Flumnex lightning will just shoot you down again.
Also, extending with Raiding Strike at the very end. One thing that's a bit unintuitive is if you tag on Raiding Strike at the very end, where combo would normally combo limit, you can Raiding Strike, Raiding Chain to squeeze out a tiny bit more damage just for the kill. And if it doesn't kill, then you get a hard knockdown, I guess.
Poisoning me with words. Waste of time.
Yeah, it's definitely something you learn with time, the correct time to be using Raging Strike in order to kill, or if it's not quite going to kill, like going for the best sequence to be able to follow up afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, like, you know, the thing, Belial has like amazing pressure, but in between his 6XL, 2M, his far heavy, his fireballs, like over relying on like MDP and oh, managed to punish with a spot dodge that time because we did it early enough. Still probably better off just dodging, but it worked out that time. Oh, we get that wasn't even a reset. Right?
Radis decided not to defend.
Oh, the command grab. You tried to do a prediction, Raging Brave counter.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
chip.
I mean, like, against better players, like the best players, like, they're gonna be, if you do like the medium DP as much and 5U as much here, they're gonna get punished every single time, and you're gonna take big damage for what would be very small damage if it succeeds. So this is why they're not very good options generally.
Battle 2.
They're like very specific answers to like fireballs or something like that. Like that, I don't think users can do much more block it. Granted,
But even then, even if he blocks it, it's like not the best situation in the world for Belial.
yeah. There's spacings where it punishes, like that's where it's useful, but I don't know them. I don't play Belial.
I think it's pretty difficult Eustace given how he recovers from his fireballs.
Yeah.
I think on like a laser or something like that might work out. Again, like prediction, brave counters. We don't really need to be doing prediction with brave counters. We can block something and go for it.
Oh no!
Ah, it's finishing off on the command. Oh no, it was because of the cooldown.
Clever sequence though.
Susie.
Just dumping fireball into U fireball was a good choice.
Yeah. It does a lot. I mean, like, you Asmodeus is another good option for Belial in those sort of circumstances. It does so much chip damage and is so quick as well. And it will catch, like, jump outs or button presses.
Oh no!
Yeah, we're sick of 5U at this point. Or 2-on-4U, whatever it is. Ah, we didn't quite get the conversion, unfortunately. And recognizing that they're in a bit of an awkward spot, goes for the Abara sweep. It works out.
Yeah. The MDPs are actually catching like fuzzy mashing to you a lot. It looks like. Oh, that's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, like, that could be a legitimate use for it, but I don't think that's the intended use for it at the moment. It's just kind of like, it's working out more often than it's not, so that's why they're going for it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not doing the fireball combo.
Oh no!
Ah, the Raging Strike works again. Again, it's pretty difficult to
This could be it.
be ready for that amongst everything else. If we went for like you or something, that would have worked.
That's
No,
it.
that's
Oh,
not
no.
dodge!
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna jump back. Nice. Tight end to the beginner brawl right there.
Yeah.
Very nerve-wracking stuff. but Captain Susie taking it at the end there. Very nice set, very enjoyable to watch. Always good to see Eustace that knows what they're doing on stream.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that, yeah, looking at the bracket, everyone has finished their sets. So we do have our final standings as we expected. Ragged Umbrella taking the competition 6-0. Very dominant performance throughout by the looks of things. Trying to see how many games they actually ended up dropping in the end of it. I think they took round 4. Oh no, 3-0. I think they dropped 1 game throughout the entire thing. So they might be quite good at this game. I don't know by the looks of things. Did they play Samu at some point? Vasarago is also a very awkward character to deal with. So if you manage to get his game down and everyone else hasn't like done the necessary matchup training to beat them, then it can be a very difficult hill to overcome. So
Yeah.
that
You
might
need
be wide.
you need to know the matchup.
But yeah, congratulations on them. Good job. Captain Susie, who were just on stream, very exciting Eustace play. Managed to squeak out there, take 2nd place thanks to that performance. And in 3rd place, we have Samu, the Charlotte we saw earlier. Very, yeah, Samu's definitely someone who's improved over the past few weeks. Like, the Charlotte player's definitely gotten better and better, and I think that's largely due to the commitment that they've had to like practice and asking questions and taking notes about the things that they can improve on and that kind of thing. And that's like the best way to improve, I think, and I think that's definitely shown with their gameplay that we saw. Yeah. So yeah, that's your top 3, and then the rest of the bracket, like very widespread of like results. Everyone like having a good go. Even if you like ended up like losing like most or all of your games or something like that, like I hope the experience has been a good time for you. I hope you've been able to take some stuff away from these games, things you can improve upon, maybe do better for next time. That's the main thing. It's not like your win-loss record that's important here. It's the knowledge that you gain and of where you can improve. And yeah, I'm just kind of talking about my ass a little bit, but you know the point I'm making.
The friends we make along the way, all that.
Yeah, it's the real beginner bracket. Granblue versus EU week 6 is the friends we made along the way. That's so true.
Can I get a true in chat?
Anyway, Odd, have you got anything else to add before Loba cuts in and says something?
Not that I can think of right now, no. Yeah, you pretty much said it all.
Yeah, you pretty much said anything I would have said. Except towards the end, we start talking about the friends we made along the way. That started getting a bit of tangent. But
Loba does not have friends. He only has mortal enemies. Hence why he is a mortal crab.
But yeah, I have nothing to add to what Dudikov said. As he said, it's about just taking away from the experience and learning and asking questions. And we're all here to answer your questions and help you out. It's just on you to seek questions and seek us out and put in some effort to figure things out as well. But yeah, that will be the end of our beginner bracket for this week. Remember, if you weren't here for the half time, there is Clean Hit, a charity event happening in 2 days. Sign-ups for that close on the Friday morning at 9 AM. So you basically have today and tomorrow to sign up. So please do sign up if you're not going to Outplayed. And maybe even come along and donate if you have the spare cash or whatnot. But that's up to you, of course. But yeah, no other closing remarks, I assume, from either of you?
It's a Duda Rat series. Well, it's actually a Duda Diva, as my name states. I've been playing Ladiva a fair amount recently.
He's a Ladiva main. GG's. Alright,
He's not making top 8 Outplayed.
GG's. Alright, we'll be heading off. We'll send you guys over to Samu, who was just playing in the bracket, got 3rd place. I think he's playing Persona in a bit, so, but there's no one else playing Grand Blue basically, so have fun or whatever. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for the commentators. Thanks everyone for playing. And
See you next time.
bye bye.
Thanks for me, and see you next time.